Facebook post say?
That bitch was tied up.
Oh, just too good.
Okay. Do you have any plans?
Hello, everybody. Guess what day it is? Guess what time it is? It is Gypsy Rose Blanchard, the murder trial, and Saga review 2024. Yes, it's 2024. Can you believe it? Well, Gypsy Rose can believe it because guess what she is? She's a free lady. And the Dee is on fire. Yeah, she's getting some, all right. She's very happy to be getting some. And her new hubby is very happy to be providing it, apparently. Come get it, baby, is what he's saying. And other people are saying, well, he looks a bit like the mum. Mommy Dearest. It's all just a bit too weird. And meanwhile, her ex-boyfriend, Nick, lovely Nick, who we were just watching in his interrogation from 8 years ago. Poor Nick, poor Nick, who had a little bit of trouble reaching climax, let's say. Yeah, he's still in prison and will be for a very long time. Yes, so we are revisiting all this. Hello, Christine. Hello, Stray. Hello, Stace. Here we go, half Irish. Yes. Distance here. The fun never ends today. It does never end. Hello, Excoma. MLS making it easy. Yeah. Oh, look, we have some emojis. Indeed, we do. And everybody who is a member, Dali's members and Hella's members, make sure you utilize those emojis that we have, and let's let everybody else in. So Dali's here. Oh, have I not given Bill his
I just sent Bill the link, so you should be here.
I'm giving Bill his link. Oh, silly me. Make sure that you become a member if you're not a member already, guys. And Stray is making sure that you guys have the link to become members, because people who are members have so many perks. I have been giving out so much member content to people this week, and I will continue to do so. Hello, Iris. Love ya. And let's keep going here. Who else we got? Oh, Bill, you are a member. You got a gifted membership yesterday. Oh, make sure that you have your membership gifts on. Oh, look, check you out with all of your emojis, and then you're chucking in a couple of little pins and things as well. Everything sounds naughty to you today. I wonder why, Half Irish. Maybe it's the company that you keep.
Yeah,
maybe that's it.
Why are you hanging out with degenerates? You should be hanging out with wholesome people.
Wholesome people. Oh, dear. Okay, well, let's just see. Yesterday we did an epic session. We started off with about 2.5 hours of testimony. We went probably a bit long yesterday. I think we won't do that. We'll go about an hour and a half or so today, and we'll get through a bit more testimony, and then we'll do about the same tomorrow, and we'll continue with it again next week. So, and remember, on the weekend we have Becky Mails and we have Hearsay for Days, and Gypsy Rose is going to be a big feature of Hearsay for Days this weekend. So make sure you definitely, if you're a Gypsy Rose gossip fan, make sure that you are tuning in big time for Hearsay for Days, 3 p.m. Eastern on Sunday afternoon, because she is going to be headlining. Trust me, I'm saving up all of my gossip for that one. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. We are... Oh, there's Veal. There's Veal. Sorry, Veal, I forgot to send you the link. I'm an idiot.
You're fine.
I keep telling her, but she doesn't listen to me.
Hey,
sorry.
Hey. We need Young to
communication.
come and give us counseling. I know this.
That's okay, Sal. You sent me the one for Becky.
Did I really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, did he send you the wrong one? See, men, they just can't get anything right.
Sorry.
All right. So
Did Hella send you the link then?
I sent nothing.
No, I found it.
You
Oh,
found
okay.
it.
I found it in that spot.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
You found
I'm
it
really sorry.
in the spot.
You're good.
In the special spot.
It's always in a special spot.
Okay. In the special spot. This judge reminds me of some sort of character from some cartoon series or something. Like, I'm not sure.
He just needs a cowboy
If you can
hat.
think of it, guys. Yeah, he does. He needs something. All right. So yesterday we got through a few witnesses, especially like some law enforcement and that. Today, I don't know who this guy is. He's like, I don't know what he's going to talk about, but apparently he's a self-employed industrial specialist or something. So let's see what he's got to say. Thank you, Veal, again for providing the enhanced audio on the court footage.
So you're about to give them the cause open for the court to read the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So, yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you. Let's see. Yes, sir.
Thank you. You please state your name.
Ben Jordan.
Mr. Julian, what's your current occupation?
I am self-employed.
Doing?
I sell used industrial equipment.
Used industrial equipment.
How long have you done that?
Flashlights.
Just slightly over 3 years.
What did you do before owning your own business?
I was a detective sergeant here at the Green County Sheriff's Office.
Oh,
What were
okay.
your duties
He was
as a
a cop.
detective sergeant?
Followed through with investigation crimes, mostly felony crimes.
How long total were you with the sheriff's office?
August 22nd, I believe, of 2009 to July 30th of 2015.
And specifically back in June of 2015, what were your duties?
I was a detective sergeant.
In which unit was that in?
Personal.
Okay. And probably like it sounds.
Personal crimes.
All right. Specifically on June 14th of 2015, did you become involved in an investigation involving the death of Claudine Blanchard?
Yes.
How did you initially become involved?
I was called out that night to their residence and began doing neighborhood canvas was what I was assigned to do.
Were you already on duty when you were called out, or were you?
No,
Okay,
I was off. Yeah.
And was one of your tasks to attend Ms. Blanchard's autopsy?
Yes,
And what date was that?
it was July 15th, 2015.
Duty June.
I'm sorry, June. Sorry, I apologize.
Have you investigated homicides before?
Yes,
And is it common for an investigator to be present there
Oh,
during
hey,
the
Jesse.
autopsy?
yes.
Why is that?
How's it going?
To collect evidence, record findings, photographs.
And did you take any part in collecting evidence during Ms. Blanchard's autopsy?
Yes.
Can you describe what you did?
From start to finish, basically collected the body container bag she was in, the seal for that. Her hands were sealed within bags by our crime scene investigators from the scene. So I collected those and they were removed.
Okay,
There
so
was
he
a
was there to
necklace
do autopsy.
and her clothing I collected, and then DNA type evidence swabs, pulled hairs from her head, pulled pubic hairs, combed pubic hairs, fingernail clippings from both hands,
Rape kit.
and then
Oh, there you go.
buccal
How's it
swabs from her
going?
mouth,
Good to see you
vagina,
again.
and anus.
And were all of those swabs and different things kind of contained into one kit?
Individually packaged, yes.
So, and was it in a rape kit?
Wrong
Yes.
Act cases.
Who actually took the samples?
What does that mean?
Forensic investigator Tom
Took the
Vanderbilt.
sandwich.
Now, were you present when he
Yes,
took them, and then did you yourself collect them?
yes. After each one, I immediately
Yes, you're
collected
up.
them and put
Nice
them
to
in their
see.
respective package.
Did you make any marking on them so that to document the fact that you were collecting them?
Yes.
Welcome back.
And what was that mark?
My initials and my DSN number 704.
And you mentioned buccal swab. What's a buccal swab?
It's basically a swab that
That's when you saw the
will
buckle.
collect DNA samples
Stop
from
bringing the buckle.
whatever it's in contact with, the mouth, the commonly done.
Explain later. Sure.
And also can those be called oral swabs as well?
Yes.
And specifically, did you collect the oral swab of Ms. Blanchard?
Yes.
And
He pronounced it
what
right.
did you do with it after it was handed to you?
Packaged it in its separate box, and then it was placed into my evidence bag. Basically, I put it back in that sexual assault kit, and then later finalized my packaging and submitted it to our property.
Not Godejohn.
Yes.
I'll show you what I've marked as State's Exhibit 43. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
What is that?
That is my handwriting on the, it says oral swab, and the time 13/12 hours.
It's an oral swab.
And is this oral swab the one that was taken of Ms. Blanchard during her autopsy?
Yes.
And is it in the same or substantially same condition as your markings as it was when you collected it?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state received to admit State's Exhibit 43.
Hey, Alex.
No
How's it going?
it'll be received without
And I'll have further questions.
any questions of this witness.
No, Your Honor.
May he be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Oh, that was fast.
We have another one.
That's what she said.
State Sergeant Steve Martin.
Not for the defendant.
Oh, I understand now.
Come on up,
No,
officer.
no. Well, she was well and truly, most
See,
definitely
watch your step.
of age. Nikki's here. Hello. Good to see you, honey. Nikki the Great is here. Everyone should subscribe to Nikki, by the way.
Sorry. He solemnly says the testimony you're about to give in the cause.
Hey, Stray, would you mind putting Nikki's link
Thank you.
in chat, please?
That's all right. Thank you. Can you say your name for the record, please?
That'd be
Steve
fantastic.
Young,
How are you employed?
with the Greene County Sheriff's Office,
And how long have you worked with this Greene County Sheriff's Office?
December of 2007, so 11 years.
Who's your current assignment?
Patrol supervisor,
And you're a sergeant.
yes.
What do you do as a patrol supervisor?
My job is to supervise the daily activities of the officers on the street, currently taking calls for service, making traffic stops, etc.
How is it different than being a patrol sergeant, which is being a detective sergeant?
Patrol sergeant is handling the day-to-day stuff as far as in progress type calls, whereas as a detective, it's kind of a reactive approach, so to speak.
I want to take you back to June of 2015, from July of 2015. Were you working in the detective division at that time?
I was.
What was your general assignment? What were you typically doing?
I was assigned to the property crimes division at the time, during that time.
And even though you were in the property unit, would you help on a case such as a homicide?
Yes.
Can you explain why you would do that if you're in the property section?
As a detective within the sheriff's office, you can be tasked with many different aspects of the job. So a lot of different detectives within the division know different assignments, have different skills, I guess, as you can say.
As part of your investigation, let me back then, did you become involved in part of the investigation of the death of Claudine Blanchard?
I did.
And as part of that investigation, were you assigned to look into where a person named Nicholas Godejohn had been,
Yes.
as well as Gypsy Blanchard?
Yes,
And as part of that, did you respond to the Days Inn here in Springfield?
I did.
Have you received information about them checking out on or about the June 11th and or June 12th
I did.
of that year? Were you able to obtain some surveillance video that showed one or both of them?
Yes.
Who did the surveillance video show in general?
It showed generally Mr. Godejohn, but it also, we believed it was a female Gypsy as well on surveillance.
Ooh, we're
And
going to
so
get
in the
Susan Allen's
surveillance
video.
video, was it at more than one location within the Days Inn?
Yes.
What locations specifically?
The front desk and also in a hallway where an elevator is located.
And so, for example, at the front
They're
desk,
making out.
who was seen on the surveillance video?
The defendant, Mr. Godejohn.
And you called someone the defendant. You see someone you know as Nicholas Godejohn here in the courtroom?
Yes.
Would you point him out and describe what he's wearing?
He's sitting at the defendant's table wearing a white with a tan kind of checkered shirt.
It was
Would it
him.
reflect identification of the defendant?
It was so looked like.
And then you
Dali.
mentioned seeing him and Gypsy Blanchard somewhere else. Where was it you saw them on the surveillance video?
Together, they were seen exiting an elevator in the hallway.
And you've had an opportunity to view that surveillance video from June 11th and June 12th?
Yes.
Quit
And
fingering me.
fairly accurately
Yeah,
capture
what's
those
that?
locations at the Days Inn?
Yes.
Here the system was working properly?
Yes.
On the stream.
I'm going to show you a disc, a DVD. This is marked with, says State versus Nicholas Godejohn at the top and the case
Oh, it's a
number.
DVD.
And then
Oh,
at the
this is
bottom,
all.
it says State's Exhibits 46, and lists them individually, the 46 through 67. You see that?
Yes.
Did he come
Do you
yet?
recognize
Oh, you
this disc?
betcha.
Yes.
How do you recognize this particular disc?
Those are videos as well as, I believe, still
We
photos
still need to
from the
wait.
surveillance video that came from Days Inn.
And so,
Still
particularly the Days Inn, it states 40 exhibits 46 through 49 and 55 through 62 on the disc, correct?
Yes.
And you've seen those on the disc?
Yes.
And did you do something to this disc so you would recognize it again?
I put my initials in the
Oh,
upper
he
right
did something
corner.
to the disc?
And so I see some initials PT, which is not you,
Correct.
and then just below that, SM, which you marked that issue.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I might turn it down a little bit. I don't think.
And so,
Could be heard.
due states exhibits for identification 46 through 49 and 55 through 62 fairly and accurately represent that surveillance video of the front desk and of that elevator location at the Days Inn on June 11th and June 12th, 2015.
Yes.
Nothing further at this time.
Oh, we don't get to.
Correct. Not offering at this time. Mr. Reed,
I want to see the surveillance video.
Your Honor.
Sir.
Sergeant Ward, you had an opportunity to review that disc prior to today,
Yes.
and it showed Mr. Godejohn arriving there at the hotel.
Shows him at the front desk, yes.
And did it show him checking in?
Yes.
And do you
Did
know
you
what
DM me?
manner of payment you used in checking in?
Where is this D in the
It was-
fire?
It was in
There you
the
go.
Gypsy.
Thank you, sir.
Oh,
Rose
okay.
channel.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Thank you.
No, Your Honor.
No, sir.
You're hiding D's in fire from me.
Appreciate it.
What are you doing there, Dali? Are you making signs?
No.
It's
on my phone.
Well, folks, you did a good time. Come on.
You're talking of host.
So I want to again remind you of what you were told at the first recess of the court. Until you retire to consider your verdict, you must not discuss this case among yourselves or with others.
All right, we go to the next one.
Anyone to discuss it.
Hang on.
in your hearing.
Is that? Hang on.
You
That's the
should not
defendant.
form or express any
Yep.
opinions
Look.
about the case until it is finally given to you to
How
decide.
did he gain that much
You're
weight?
not doing any research.
Prison or
investigation
jail.
It had
on
been-
your own about any matter regarding this case or anyone involved with the trial.
I didn't even recognize him.
So, If you
You or listen to the
if you heard
newspaper.
of
yeah, talk.
the one
Go
cop,
ahead.
so the one cop said that he worked for I can't remember how many years. So I think this happened in 2018, even though the thing happened I think in 2015 or 2013 or whatever. I don't remember. I don't know
It
what.
could have been 2018 because she got she'd been out.
But she would have
she'd been
gotten
for 8
time
years.
served for the previous time that she
Oh,
had served.
that makes sense. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think that's why there's because there's they definitely both look very different.
Yeah, that makes
so-
sense. Okay. But yeah, so he must have been in there for at least a year or two to gain that much
several
weight.
years. Yeah, because even she put on weight,
Oh, well, yeah, you can tell she did. But wow.
and her hair grew out.
If the phone's not
Yeah.
able to record
Really long.
the whole
Hey, Shraji,
Yes.
how's it going?
Good afternoon. Can you please state your name?
Build up your
Sherry
semen.
Messer,
And how do you spell Sherry?
SHE.
Ma'am, what is your current occupation?
I am
Is it a
a yellow
woman?
cab driver, independent contractor.
What does that mean to be a yellow cab driver but independent contractor?
I own a yellow cab.
And
You owned a
how long
yellow
have you been
cab.
driving for yellow cab?
I believe I've been driving since April of 2013.
Ma'am, back in June of 2015, were you driving for yellow cab?
Yes, sir.
And do you remember the Greene County Sheriff's Office at some point coming to talk to you?
Yes, sir.
And was that about a ride that you had given in the early morning hours of
Hey,
June
how are
10th,
you,
2015?
Yes,
How
sir.
are you, love?
And was that did you pick that individual up at the Days Inn?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe what you remember about picking up that individual at the Days Inn?
Was dispatched to the Days Inn on North Flintstone to pick up a gentleman, picked him up, got my cab. I was to take him to off of Volunteer Way.
And do you keep logs of after each shift?
Yes, we keep very detailed logs, trip sheets.
And I know that this was some time ago, you've probably given a few rides since 2015. Would it be helpful for you to have a chance to take a look at your log?
Absolutely.
Macro, please. And this to you, I know it's kind of small, but you recognize that?
Yes.
What is that?
That's a trip sheet.
What is a trip sheet?
It's basically a log, a daily log.
Conjugals are only in 4 states. You're muted, Hella. California, Oregon, New York, and one other one. But Montana, Missouri, whatever it was, does not have conjugals.
Wow.
Not that I've,
I know she was engaged quite a few times while she was in prison.
Was she?
Yeah. She was engaged more than once. I
Engaged
know
a
that.
few times.
Yes.
Whoa. How
She
am I not
apparently is a
surprised,
smooth
actually?
talker.
I bet
Sorry. California, Connecticut, Washington, and New York allow conjugal visits.
Wow.
Most states have ended it.
Okay.
So yeah, Jodi Arias wanted to get married to her boyfriend, who spent like 8 hours a week with her there to get the D, but then she found out, sadly, that Arizona doesn't allow conjugal visits, which makes me so fucking pissed. I'm sorry.
Okay, excuse me. I'm fully monetized now, dude.
Sorry. Carry on.
Okay, carry on.
Who's this, lesbian?
I just go and see whether my stream has turned red now.
Probably orange.
Orange. Anyway, what I was just about to say is paralegal Liz, yes. Where does she say it? We're going back to my chat that you rudely removed. Excited to chat with you Saturday as well. Yes. So paralegal Liz will be joining us for Becky Mails on Saturday. And I'll put the link up shortly. So yes, paralegal Liz knows a lot about the Murdoch case and the Becky situation. Was awesome in chat the other day, and I was like, "Can you come on the panel?" And yeah, so paralegal Liz will be joining us on the panel on Saturday, also with Legally Live as well. So we're gonna have a big panel, and it's great because these guys know heaps about well, she's in South Carolina, aren't you, paralegal Liz? So there's heaps about all of the goings on. Yay, can't wait. Keep this going now.
Of all of our calls, and each individual line is each trip that we make. It starts off with the time we pick up, the pickup address, and then the destination that we go to and then the drop-off time, and also the amount of the trip.
Now, on that, again, early morning of June 10th, what time were you dispatched to the Days Inn?
I was, I don't know exact time that I was dispatched. Time of pickup was 8:57.
And you mentioned a address on Volunteer Way. After looking at your log, does that refresh your memory on what the address was?
Yes, it would be 2103 West Volunteer Way.
And when you got to the Days Inn, did you pick up one person or more than one person?
Just one person.
And do you recall what you remember about him?
It was just white male.
Like his approach?
Yes.
No,
Does
go
that
ahead,
actually say
paralegals.
157?
We love making fun of people.
Oh God.
Yes.
Seriously.
I thought you said 8.
No, 157.
Okay, that's all right. And that would be 157 a.m.
Yes, 157 a.m.
We know this witness
No.
drove
We
to the.
picked up to the individual from
Okay, hang on.
the
Wait,
Days
wait.
Inn.
We know this witness drove to the courthouse in a Subaru.
I get
Yeah.
that joke.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
and
she's Team Flux.
Team Flux.
It's
She has-
okay. No judgment. Just
No, it's totally fine. And she has like a lawnmower that she's driving
yeah,
around-
she definitely
drives
owns a
around on.
2-seater lawnmower.
two-seater lawnmower. Yep. The whole thing.
Oh, I get that reference too, unfortunately.
Yeah. You might not get that reference, paralegal is, unless you hang around us a lot. Hey, Lilia. Lilia? Did I get that right? I think I might have from yesterday. Lilia. So good to see you. So good to see you back again. Yay. This is so
Lilia.
much fun. Great callback to Holderson. Yeah, that was from the Holderson trial, the lawnmower drivers. Yeah, there were 2 lesbians who rode a little ride-on lawnmower around their large property, and that was where the torso of the father was found. Yeah. Oh, we have an excellent sense of humor, don't you worry. Maybe too good of a sense of humor.
Yes.
You have to have a sense of humor when you're dealing with morbid topics.
You watched it with Vices? Yeah, well, you would remember
Vices
the
cover
lawnmower
it?
then. Holderson, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
absolutely.
Ricada
I thought
only did
Ricada
that.
did it. Yeah.
Everyone did, I think, and then they all joined forces. Yeah.
Okay, so I was. Oh,
We're
nice.
different
Form
than-
Voltron.
You're one of us.
Oh God, yeah, you're gonna
One
fit in
of
just well.
us.
You'll
One
get
of
along
us.
just fine here, sweetie.
Trust me, if you saw the ending to my last stream,
Oh my
Richard
God, getting to the last
Patterson.
stream.
Richard Patterson.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need to
Old
go
dick.
watch the end of Dali's last stream. In fact, I'll put a link to it in a minute. Okay,
Yeah.
let's keep going.
And about how long of a drive is that from Days Inn to?
Well, it depends if you're
that
driving the
address on
Subaru or not.
Volunteer Way?
Or the lawnmower.
Oh yeah, you definitely have to have a
It's-
sense of
it's
humor.
about, I'd say a little under 10 minutes.
Oh,
Because
We've got
you take the highway,
whole streams on
you
on
can take the highway
Holderson
44
recipes,
and you get off on
Oh.
like Rack of
from
Dad.
Glenstone
Yeah.
to North Kansas Avenue. It's a little under 10 minutes.
Bark roast.
During the drive, do you recall the passenger saying anything or doing anything?
I do. You know,
Martinez sauce.
Anybody?
Martinez sauce.
I'm very
Krispy
talkative, you know,
Kremes.
with my passengers a lot of times, especially people I pick up at the airport
Memory
or
soup.
pick up at a hotel room. You know, normally I say, you know, what brings you to Spring Pass, you know, Springfield.
It does feel like a long
And
time.
this gentleman, you know,
Yeah.
hey, I'm from
It's really
Wisconsin.
retro.
Yeah, he said he was here to meet his girlfriend. You know, that's pretty much, you know, just small talk.
And then as you were approaching the address at 2103 West Volunteer Way.
Oh my God,
do you
we do
remember
not cancel
him
people.
saying anything else or doing anything else?
When I got there, he asked me to wait just a few seconds. He was on his cell phone.
Hey,
He
David.
was texting he said he was texting his girlfriend to see where he was supposed to, what door he was supposed to go to. Says something like that.
Yeah.
And
Just pause it 1 second.
if it's 157, fair to
He
say
wasn't
it's
sure if
pretty
he's supposed
dark
to take
out.
the front door or the back door.
Yeah,
So he
our
took
humor
both.
is very much like Ricada, and we make jokes. We cover trials. Bronca has been on before, so
Yeah, he's been coming on here a lot lately.
Yeah. So
he just pops on in and then he's like,
Yeah.
he gets in my messages and I give him a link.
So yeah, we're definitely very.
We're all
aren't
from
very
the same
polite.
family.
Yes.
Let's just say that.
Oh,
From the
nice.
same family.
Very legal. Yeah, Bronca's
Oh,
amazing.
whose book? Bronco's book. Oh yeah. Cool.
You don't worry to interrupt. It's fine.
Oh, that's fine.
You're
Yeah.
always railing.
Okay. And when you got to the address, did you park on the street, driveway, or something different?
I was on the street.
He loves dark
And
men.
eventually, did the gentleman get out of the cab?
Yes.
Did you make any observations about what he did once he
I
got
heard
out of
that.
your cab?
What I saw is he got out of the cab and he went to the right of
Oh,
the
I don't-
home, right
I-
rear of the home.
I don't care if you are.
And was
I
there
won't judge.
anything odd about what you
Well-
saw that kind of stuck out in your mind?
Just he didn't go to the front door. He went to the rear of the home. That's the only thing.
And after refreshing your memory on your log, about what time was it that you dropped him off?
The drop off time was 2:06 a.m.
I don't have any further questions, Your Honor.
Yeah, sure. Ms. Nestor, I just have a few questions. You made a pickup and drove someone from the Days Inn to a house on Volunteer. Is that correct?
Yes.
Volunteer Way.
Yes.
Have you had a chance to talk to our prosecutor and kind of prepare for your testimony today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're refreshed, your memory of the reports and everything.
Yes, sir.
And you told us that the person you picked up said, "Hey, I'm from Wisconsin." Correct.
Yes, sir.
I'm here for my girlfriend.
Yes, sir.
And you also told the officer that he had a strong accent, correct?
I remember I did say that in my initial report that he did kind of have an accent. Yes.
Was it a Wisconsin accent?
I don't know what a Wisconsin accent sounds like.
But he talked it.
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
But he talks funny, right?
State calls John Harmon.
Come on up, sir. Just right over here. I have to swear you in, so just grab a seat. I'll throw you in after you have a seat. Okay. Raise your right hand. Solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in the cause now coming before the court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Thank you. Keep your voice up, okay? All righty.
Good afternoon, sir. Can you please state your name?
John Harmon.
Mr. Harmon, how are you currently employed?
With Springfield, okay?
And
What?
are you also an independent contractor?
Yes, sir.
And how long have you driven for Yellow Cab?
Been
Oh,
there
I
approximately
like that.
17 years.
Yeah.
Sir, going back to June
the
of
first lady was the one who picked him up to
2015,
take him to
were
the
you driving
house.
for Yellow Cab then?
This is the one leaving.
And at some point, do you recall
Oh,
the
afterwards.
Greene County Sheriff's Office contacting you about a ride you had given in the early morning hours of June 10th, 2015?
Yes.
And when you're driving, do you also keep logs of of your different cab fares?
Yes, the cab trip sheets.
And given that this was some time ago, would it be helpful for you to refresh your memory if you had a copy of that to see?
Yes, yeah.
Couldn't hurt, could it?
Yeah, I'm getting hard.
I just see you got dressed up to go to court.
Macro shit.
It's a cabbie. I'll cut him some
And
slack.
according to that log, you made a pickup at 2103 West Volunteer Way, is that right?
Yes.
And about what time was it that you went to that residence?
I think it's it's about 5:48 in the morning, 5:48 a.m. As we write down our time just as soon as we get there.
Right. And when you got there, did you park in the street, pull in the driveway, or something different?
I pulled into the driveway.
Pulled in.
And eventually,
Well, then they
did
can
one or
do
more people come out?
There was two people.
Okay. And what do you remember about those two people physically?
Male and a female. He was wearing, I believe, blue jeans and a white t-shirt. She was wearing like a skirt. And I can't remember exactly what color shirt. It looked like she maybe possibly had a wig on.
Had what?
And
A
when they
wig.
got in
A
the
wig.
cab,
Yes.
Wow, she had a wig on.
To the days in there on North
What
Campbell.
kind of wig? Like a clown wig?
and is there anything that is noteworthy or that you remember about your drive there?
Not really, it was pretty quiet.
And then when you got to the Days Inn, did they pay you and then go on their way?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And about what time was it that you dropped them back off at the Days Inn?
I dropped him off at 5:55 a.m.
And that was on June 10th?
Yes, sir.
No other questions, Your Honor.
Anything with this?
Yes, Your Honor, briefly. You picked up a male and female.
Yes, sir.
Days in.
No. I picked it up 2103 West Volunteer Way.
And took them to date.
Yes.
And they paid you
Yes.
$20 bill.
Yep.
Who paid you?
I believe it was her, the female.
The female, she had the money.
Yep.
No further questions.
Thank you. Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
She was the mastermind and she had the money too.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good.
Off you go, buddy. Go get some donuts.
Right. State Falls River, Evening. Oh, good. Come on up, buddy.
Who is this? Who's that getting
Have a
thrown?
seat. I'll swear you have to have a seat, okay?
Would you? I'd be pleased to be the hell out of there.
You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give and the cause now pending before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You got it.
I
Passion? Yeah. Say your name for the record, please.
Trevor T.
Will you spell your last name, please?
T-E-E-L-I-N-G.
How are you employed?
To the Green County
You're
Sheriff's
in
Office.
and out.
What do
Better
you do
than
for the
Nick.
County Sheriff's Office?
I'm a detective.
How long have you been with the Sheriff's Office, total?
Approximately 9 years.
And how long have you been a detective with the Sheriff's Office?
5 years.
What's your current assignment?
I'm the supervisor of the property crimes division.
I'll take you back to June of 2015, and were you working at the Sheriff's Office then?
Yes, sir.
In what capacity?
I was a detective.
Were you assigned parts of the investigation involving the death of Claudine Blanchard?
I was.
And through the course of your involvement in that case, did you become familiar with who Nicholas Godejohn and Gypsy Blanchard were?
Prison white, mad.
As part of your role in the investigation, did you go to the Greyhound station to look for something that occurred on June 11th or 12th?
I did.
What was it you went to look for?
I was sent to look for video surveillance of both of them coming in and purchasing tickets.
Were you able to find that on their surveillance
I
system?
was.
Can you make a
Were your surveillance system
deal?
working properly?
Yes.
What does that
And you're
mean?
familiar with the Greyhound-based bus station?
Yes, sir.
The surveillance videos that you found, did they fairly and accurately depict the Greyhound bus station?
Yes.
I could make something like Keyboard Kitty. But what do you mean VO?
I show you this disc here at the top. It's Nicholas Godejohn, and then at the bottom it says states exist. And you had occasion to.
Real
And
Italian food. Yes.
our exhibits 50 through 54
Oh, you can hear
and
his
60 through
clap.
67.
Right. I
Either
get
still
it.
photographs from
Yes,
the surveillance
I
video
can.
or surveillance video clips from the Greyhound bus station on June 11th and 12th
Yes,
of 2015.
correct.
But is that
And
you?
again, they fairly
Real hammer?
accurately depict the bus station on this day.
Yes,
And our
Is that your?
is Nicholas Godejohn seen
What?
on this,
he is.
and Gypsy
Are you
Blanchard.
clapping?
Yes.
Do you see Nicholas Godejohn?
Not
here
right now,
recorded
no.
today?
Yes.
Could you point it out and
Have
describe
you
what he's
been?
wearing?
He's at the defendant table.
Oh, hang on. I have to do this. It was him. I
could've
do that
been me.
whenever. Okay, I do that whenever there's a identification in open court. It was him. Anyway, yeah. Have you been typing? And can we hear your keyboard?
Oh, you can definitely hear my keyboard, but I
Oh,
have not
sweet,
been
okay.
typing.
At
But it is
all
very
today?
clicky.
Hey, Fed.
See here.
Yeah,
I will make it go
have we
clicky
heard
clicky.
it? Do it. Let's see. Oh, that is quite a noisy keyboard.
Yeah.
Look at that. Right. So if that's the case, then yes. So since Keyboard Kitty, I like the clickety clack, though it's through its ambience. Right. Because, yeah, there was Keyboard Kitty. I did have, let me see if I can find it. I had an overlay. Where is it? Oh, I might have got rid of it. Yeah, I had a really cute Keyboard Kitty background. And yeah, I think I got rid of it now. But I can make one again, and it can have your logo and a little typey. That would be very cute. So we'll see. I might do that just for Jung, because Jung really liked Keyboard Kitty. Okay, don't type too much. Could risk getting typecast. Hilarious. I love it.
Table 1, 6, and checkered shirt.
It was.
Like identification of the defendant. It was over. At this time, I did move to admit the disc that contains states exhibits 46 through 67.
No objection, Your Honor.
That we received. No further questions. Let's read into
No questions, Your Honor.
this big excludes.
Yes, sure.
Officer then judgment.
Another one, in and out. I like trials that move nice and quickly. Get through the stuff you just got to get on the record. Get it done. Let's hear it all. Let's hear the evidence. Let's get it done.
Judge, can we take a 5-minute recess and have the jury go to their room to make a brief record on something?
With what, something? Oh, you want to make a record of something? Okay, I want to know.
Yeah.
It is a tiny courtroom, isn't it?
So you're retired to consider your verdict. You must not discuss the case between yourselves or with others.
Are you Italian, Bill Hammer?
No.
Should not form or express any
No.
opinion about the case until it is finally given to you to decide. Do not do any research or
Dry, it's
investigation on your
walking
own
on
about any
crutches
matter
in the middle
regarding
of
this case
the heart.
or anyone involved with the trial. Do
Yeah,
not
in Aussie we
communicate with
say,
others about
dry
the
as a
case by
nun's
any
nasty.
means. Do not plead, view on, listen
I'm sorry, dry as a nun's
to
what?
newspaper, radio,
As a nun's
electronic
nasty.
communication from the internet or television for the trial.
Because, nuns are a bit dry
Mhm.
down there. Yeah, you get it. Right. I didn't have
Oh,
to
I get
explain.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on, I'd just like to hear what this lawyer's argument is.
Communicate with others about the case
Oh, no,
by any
he's
means.
just giving
Do not plead,
Your
view on,
instructions
listen
to.
to any newspaper, radio, electronic communication from the internet or television.
Yeah,
for the
ooh,
trial.
stray.
Take about a 5-minute break. All right.
Dry as a dead thing goes down.
Judge, for safe next week, so handle the whole week and make the record on that. The other part is we're going to look at the issues. Pre-trial that activated contemporaneous objection. The first objection I would make is regarding the motion to suppress. We object to her testifying. We'd ask the court to reconsider its earlier motion to suppress and issue a different ruling that's not allowing that evidence into evidence. If the court does persist in its pre-trial ruling, we would ask for a continuous objection throughout the trial.
Okay, what's this?
That's the first issue.
Based on my prior.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. I thought you might be dead.
Oh, no.
Oh, good.
I'm alive, believe it or not.
It's not an AI.
And we'd ask the court to consider the motion to suppress.
I plead the fifth.
You're not a recording from previously?
It's a alibi feed.
Like an alibi stream.
Yeah, I'm actually unaliving someone right now. Why can't I see the chat?
You turn the chat off, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we would object to Officer Mahoney being able, or we take the plate of Officer Mahoney's interview, the plate for the jury that includes the part where he said he thought about raping Dean Blanchard. For all the reasons I mentioned in my pretrial motion in limine, that it's other bad acts of the defendant. It doesn't prove or disprove any element of this case, and we believe it's been offered just to turn the jury against the defendant. So we would ask the court to consider, reconsider its pretrial ruling on the motion in limine. And
wait, are they going to try and bring in the Macca's incident?
Oh, please, please, please.
Is that what this is about? They're talking about prior bad acts.
Mm-hmm.
Junior wants the Mickey D's incident in.
I would ask for continued objection throughout the trial, so we don't have to refuse to object.
I'm going to deny it. I am going to give you a show as a continued objection. As we talked earlier, I do think it will assist the jury in the issue of deliberation. But I will consider limiting instruction if you want to.
Well, did you just fart? God damn it. Damn it, Junior.
I was planning on playing the confession during this time.
So the Mickey D's incident is he spent 9 hours in McDonald's watching the prawn and
pornography
and choking the chicken.
Yeah. And choking the chicken for 9 hours in McDonald's.
No, he was scratching an itch.
That's what he
Yeah,
said.
he said he was scratching an itch. I mean, he was scratching an itch all right, but not the itch he was talking about.
Yeah. So we were discussing this in the prior stream, which I haven't actually posted the link for yet. I will do it in a second. But yes, so and Dali actually found the news article about this.
Yes.
But that I
news.
believe that's his only prior
Yes,
running
that was
with
the
the
only
law.
thing. Yeah.
So that must be what they're talking about.
It has to be, yeah.
It's got to be.
There was
Hey,
a movie
Rusty.
theater thing.
He was just shaking up his nuggets.
He was just playing. He was just playing with his ball pit. So you know.
Well, actually, yeah, he was. But you remember at McDonald's they had that shaker chip thing. I don't know if you had it in US, but shaker fries. So you put the spice in with some fries, and you get a bag, and you like shake it. You never had that?
No.
We had that here for a while.
We just
and
dip our fries like normal human beings.
Okay, well, it was a gimmick. They have gimmicks at Macca's. It's a thing, right? Anyway,
Macca's.
you don't call it Macca's?
No.
No, we call it McDonald's.
Or
Well,
Mickey
you
D's.
call
Or
it Mickey D's
Mickey
sometimes.
D's.
You
Yeah,
have,
if I'm reading
You have words
Jensen's
for
manuscript,
things.
I'll call it Mickey D's.
We call it Macca's.
That's lame.
Because of Big Mackers.
Okay. McDonald's here actually have signs up that says Macca's because we call it Macca's so much. They call it MACCAS, Macca's.
Okay, we need to stop giving stuff to Australia.
Shut up. Shakers. Hey, Lilia knows. Hey,
I've
Shakers.
never heard of that.
It's a thing. Ha. 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 Thank you. Anyway, I reckon that's what this is about.
Make sure it's like, and it runs about an hour and a half. So I think probably what we'll
Oh,
do,
some women have
maybe
big Macs.
45 minutes or
Those are the
so,
best kind.
we pause.
No,
We're getting ready to break.
I
So
prefer
that's
small
gonna
Mac.
be
Is
until
I will fight you on this.
8:35.
And one other thing, Judge, as soon as Mr. Mahoney is sworn in and seated, I will make an objection just to make sure out of the abundance of
Fair.
caution that we properly preserve the issue. And I would just say, Judge, we object on the basis as we mentioned a few minutes ago.
And that will incorporate both issues.
That's what I would ask.
Oh,
That's all. All right. Are we ready for the meeting?
is it bring your own or is it jerk your own?
Prosecutor suggested we put off the discussion.
It's jerk chicken.
No, tragic said Nick was just bringing his own special sauce. But is it bringing or is it jerky?
Please. Mine are more stillers. Nick doesn't have. Nick isn't able to get his own special sauce. That's the problem.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so
Well, now-
we're going to watch this over again. I don't know how long this is going to go for.
Well, now I feel silly for playing this.
Can't go for very long because
Okay.
this is the end of this bit.
Yeah. However, we do get to look at Miss Ejaculation.
Sorry, what'd you say?
We do get to get an actual look at Miss Ejaculation.
What do you mean?
Up next.
Oh, the detective?
Yeah, Miss Ejaculation.
Oh, Miss Ejaculation's going to testify.
Will we solve this riddle?
Oh, yay. Oh, I need to tweet about this.
While we're operating, I entered an order allowing you all access.
Excited's eager.
Did you get what you wanted? Yep.
They want me some water.
And you get these serious.
Thank you, Judge.
There's some weird cuts in here, by the way. That's not me.
Sure.
Yeah, you'll have a. I love your constant ad breaks. They're very good.
Fancy.
Fancy schmancy.
They're just at the beginning and the end.
They are lovely though, and look, they're very pretty.
Yeah, you could be a dick and do them like every 10 minutes, but no, you're a gentleman.
That's true. You could be a dick, yeah, and you could come on and go, "We'll have a sidebar."
Well, that's a good idea. Yeah, you could
could,
sponsor
yeah.
every sidebar.
I did try something in the one that's scheduled for tomorrow that I would appreciate something like that.
Okay.
There she is. Ejaculation lady.
Oh.
I'm going to ask the judge if he's going to ejaculate.
When was the last time you ejaculated, Your Honor? Oh God! Imagine that. That cute face, older woman.
What is your current occupation?
Have you
Work at the Greene
ejaculated?
County Sheriff's Office.
And what's your current attachment with the Greene County Sheriff's Office?
I work in the Transportation Expedition Unit.
And what's your current rank? What is your current rank?
Corporal.
Oh.
I'm the
And what do you do?
ejaculation
What does the
quizzer.
Transportation Expedition Unit do?
I travel across the state picking up inmates from different prisons where they have warrants for their arrest.
And how long have you
Asking
had
if they
this current
ejaculated.
position?
A little over a year.
And what did you do for the sheriff's office prior to your current position?
I work for the criminal investigations.
That was a
unit.
fluffer.
And were you assigned to a particular unit?
Mainly major crimes and crimes against children.
And how
I
long
feel
were you
so bad for
a
him.
detective in the criminal investigations unit?
7.5 years.
Prior to that, did you work for the sheriff's office doing something else?
Yes, sir.
And what was that?
I worked in patrol and I also worked in the jail.
So how many total years have you worked for the Greene County Sheriff's Office?
18.
And specifically in your work in criminal investigations, did you receive specific training about interviewing suspects of crimes?
Yes, sir.
What kind
I
of
mean,
training?
this
do
woman
you have?
was,
I went to the interview and interrogation. I've also attended various
Tulsa.
trainings at other municipalities on interviews.
And based on that training, are there multiple ways that you can approach an interview to a suspect?
Yes, sir.
What are some of the different ways that you can approach?
well, you can bend him over without lubricant.
Be kind, you speak to them, or you can, I guess, be more aggressive. The goal is just to get the facts of whatever you're investigating.
The goal is
And
to make him take
specifically
a
for
pregnancy
you,
test at the
Do you
end.
kind of have a particular style that you use when you interview
I
suspects?
succeeded.
I do.
Okay, what is that?
I'm usually pleasant and kind, and just have a conversation.
Oh, this poor
Do
guy.
you typically kind of go through a rapport building stage?
Yes, sir.
And
Oh,
what's the purpose of doing that?
It allows you to kind of see the person, their mannerisms or the way they react to questions. It allows both me and the person I'm interviewing to calm down and just kind of relax a little bit. Kind of get to know a little bit about the person.
God, I know you
And
murdered someone, but
During that, you kind of mentioned that you have a pleasant style. Is that right?
just
Yes, sir.
imagine.
Okay. And is that, do you keep that style regardless?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Just imagine. You feel like you've connected with this woman. You feel like, yeah, you know you have to face your actions, consequences, but she's been really sweet. She's been really nice. You trust her. She's being sympathetic with you. Maybe a little stern at times, but she's being nice. And then she just comes in and just flat out says, yeah, I do. I manipulate people however I can to get whatever I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It meant nothing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This woman is like a hooker.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get your
As a
money.
kiss on the mouth.
It meant nothing to me.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Well, but they're all like that though.
I know,
They just
but it's
lie, and they're allowed to just lie and
Yeah.
say
She's a
whatever they
woman. I-
like.
yeah,
But
but
it's
like
just-
I've never seen one like build a rapport like that and then just
This
come
one.
into trial and
This
just
one.
devastate. No, until now, and just
come on.
devastate him.
I mean, to be fair, she like totally pegged him while they were in
Yeah.
the interrogation room too. Like, I mean, she rode him like a donkey in heat.
Yeah.
I mean,
She did.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's what they
can
do.
you write? I'd like to give you the opportunity, if you want, to write an apology note to anybody you'd like.
Yeah. Would you like the opportunity to write an apology note, sir?
So that the DA can further impregnate you. That's true, Irish. Her face is very sweet.
Which is
Paralegal
probably
Liz, are you
why-
on a desktop or are you on a mobile? It's a little bit harder when you're on a cell phone. It's a little bit harder when you're on a cell phone, unfortunately. But if you're on a desktop, it's really easy. You press the membership tab, and oh, there you go. You can click on this link there. Thank you for your interest in becoming a member. And everybody else, if you're not a member, don't you want one of those little red things next to your name, and don't you want to be green in the chat? Everyone wants to be green in the chat, and there's heaps of membership perks. Heaps
I'm
and
green
heaps.
with envy.
you
At
you
least
are
you're not
already
purple.
green. At least you're not purple. What's purple? Oh, or blue.
I mean, Irish. I mean, if the guy was he's a criminal mastermind, okay, but then a criminal mastermind wouldn't fall for something as idiotic as that. It's just so. The guy doesn't have 2 IQ points to rub together, so you're just exploiting him, and he was already exploited, and
Yeah.
it just.
That's why it feels wrong. Like the whole thing feels wrong. Because like I agree. Like it seems like because of the condition that he's in, the mental condition that he's in.
Yeah.
Like they probably should have had a guardian or something in there because like he clearly didn't know what he was doing. Because like he seems to like understand what is right and wrong. However, he doesn't seem to be able to discern the difference between them. Like he understands what's right and what is wrong, but he can't seem to process it in the right way. it's a very strange thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel. Like, I feel
Yeah.
bad for
Regardless
Gypsy
of how
to an extent, but at the same time, I mean, I feel bad she was manipulated and raised to be this way
Abused, yeah.
and
But
abused.
I feel a bit bad for her too, but I'm feeling less bad for her.
Yeah.
The more I'm watching the
Yeah.
and the more I'm consuming of it, I'm feeling less bad for her.
And I feel like,
I feel-
I mean,
I think the whole thing's
That's
horrible.
true.
The whole
He's
thing
like-
is really
he's like me if I was legitimately simping for Jodi Arias.
Yeah. And I
so it's
understand
not
that that's
legitimate.
true. Is you just need to understand the difference between right and wrong. But like
Yeah,
as
you're
he was
so right,
talking,
Iris.
yeah, but like as he was talking, they're clear. There seems to be some like clear issue where he like he knows that what he did is wrong, but he
Yeah.
also doesn't seem to be able to like filter out things. Like when he's like, "Oh, here's the lie story we told." Like who calls it
Yeah.
a lie story? Like
Yeah.
it's just this is very childish thing about him that it's like he doesn't seem to understand or process
like
it,
a
Yeah.
even though he understands
is.
it.
He's absolutely like a kid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, what happened to him is not fair, I don't think. And
No.
Mm.
And she's out getting all that fire D. So
yeah.
there's
And then
that.
she's out bragging about that fire D.
You saw Jodie first.
Hey, I'm closer to her.
Literally.
And you're right, actually, Iris. You're right. He feels real regret. He knows right from wrong,
Yes.
and he's more of a child, whereas she seems to be very. It's
She
like
knows she's manipulative.
she knows. Yeah,
does
and
whatever
I-
she can.
And I've seen the Dr. Phil interviews and that kind of thing. And she's all like, oh, yeah, she didn't really deserve to die. And I think I prefer, my mum probably belonged to be in prison, not to die, and that kind of thing. But now she's out and she's all like, oh, look at me. And she doesn't really seem to care at all about the fact that there's this guy in prison for the rest of his life. She doesn't even seem to think a little bit about that.
Well, his D was in
So-
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and National ID is fire
Yeah,
and all this
he
kind of
couldn't
thing.
even
It's very
ejaculate.
callous.
Yeah.
It's all very callous now, and I feel a little bit like, should you care that this dude is, that this is what this dude's life has become, and his mother never got to spend any time with him, and she's passed away, and so I feel like less bad for
Yeah.
her. I feel
I
bad
think-
for him now.
She got off scot-free, I think. I mean, I know
Yeah,
she
it
served 8
seems like
years,
that.
whatever, but like she got off completely scot-free in this whole thing.
She
What did
definitely
she
got
talk
off.
about then? Well, we'll have to watch the Dr. Phil interview. There's actually another interview like for Lifetime or something as well. We'll have to do a watch party on that one, Jung.
There's a movie too.
There's 2 movies. There's several. There's like a telly movie called The Act, and there's Mummy, Dead, and Dearest as well. But yeah, let's keep going.
How serious of a crime the person is a suspect in?
Typically,
And why is it beneficial, even if someone is suspected of doing something serious, to maybe downplay it or minimize it, to act like it's not as serious?
well, because when I'm interviewing someone, I'm there to get the facts of the case.
Oh,
I'm not
Nick's
there
mum.
to
That's in the previous
punish them
stream.
or remind them what they
I will
did.
go get
I
it.
just want the facts.
So I'd like to call your attention to June 14, 2015. Were you working on that day?
Yes, sir.
And at some point, did you
Especially in the
become
Discord.
involved in a case that involved a homicide of Claudine Blanchard?
Yes, sir.
What initially kind of brought you into the case? How did you get involved?
My supervisor contacted me and started giving me some assignments to contact people. And ultimately, my assignment was to go to Waukesha County, Wisconsin.
Bend him over.
And you recall when you went to Waukesha County, what date that was?
Rorschach.
I believe it was on the 15th, but I didn't actually get to interview until a little after midnight on the 6th.
And had you become aware that he was in custody there in Waukesha County?
Yes, sir.
And did you travel alone, or did another investigator go?
Detective Hancock, City Hancock.
Was he the lead detective in this case?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you got to Waukesha County, did you more or less go pretty quickly to the jail where Mr. Godejohn was being held?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I went
This
to
is
the
the lady
sheriff's
who
office.
interrogated
Sheriff's office, And
Nick.
what was, you said that
She does both.
Detective Hancock was there too. If you were interviewing Mr. Godejohn, what was Detective Hancock? What was his role?
His role was to
He
interview
had his hand on his.
Gypsy and Blanchard and to monitor my interview while I was interviewing Godejohn.
And by the time you made it to the Waukesha County Sheriff's Office, were you aware that Mr. Godejohn had been waiting for
Yeah.
several
You need
hours?
to watch it.
Yes,
It's good.
So given that, did you ask any questions or make any inquiry about what his condition was before you did your interview?
Yes, sir. I asked the detectives that were there just if he had eaten, had anything to drink, used the restroom, kind of what his mannerisms were.
And why was it important for you to know or make sure that he had those kinds of breaks and food and water, things like that?
Just to kind of judge the stress or distress he may be in.
Where was specifically Mr. Godejohn being held at the sheriff's office when you arrived?
In an interview room.
And is that where you first made contact with him?
Yes, sir.
And the
kind of
individual,
contact did
Mr.
you make with
Godejohn,
him?
that you interviewed, do you see him here today?
Yes, sir.
Can you just point to where he's sitting and what color shirt is?
He's sitting there, he's got a tan colored shirt on.
It was
Or
him.
with the record reflect the witnesses identify the defendant?
And he told
When you
me
got
everything.
into the interview room, what did you notice about the defendant's kind of demeanor initially?
It was him.
He was pleasant.
Well, he was
be
trying to
honest.
ejaculate,
Answer my
but he wasn't having
questions.
much,
We talked about-
much luck.
He had a blanket. He was handcuffed. He was
Where's
fine.
Nick's father? Good
And
question.
did he appear to be in any kind of
They talked about it
distress
in
or
the
anything when you
interrogation.
first made
It's a Cox
contact with
detective.
him?
Yeah, I was trying to work out how to
Now,
describe
prior
her
to
on my
asking him
tweet, actually.
questions, did you advise him of his Miranda rights?
Yes,
And did you use anything to assist you in doing that?
yes.
What did you use?
Green County Miranda form.
And was this interview recorded?
Yes, sir.
And did you ask him if he ejaculated? At least 100 times?
I'm going to first show you what I've marked here as State's Exhibit 149. Do you recognize that?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
That's the recording we interviewed with Nicholas.
And have you viewed the interview that is on this disc?
Yes, sir.
And is it fair and accurate of your interview with the defendant?
Yes,
And have you marked it in a way that you can remember that this is the one you watched?
yes, sir.
And is that their initials right there?
Yes, sir.
Then showing you here State's Exhibit 146. Do you recognize what that is?
Yes, sir. That's the Green County Miranda form.
And is this the original?
Yes, sir.
They
And
could
is
have
this
saved money if they
the
just got a DVD
the
version.
form that you went over Mr. Godejohn's Miranda rights with?
Yes, sir.
And other than obviously it being a package, is it in the same or substantially same condition as someone filled it out?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, the
Let's see
state
'em.
will seek to admit State's Exhibits
If you've seen the
146 and
It's
149.
worse.
I apologize. I was looking through the plastic. 149 and 150. The Miranda form is 150. I'm mistaken. You said it was 146.
Judge, we would object to State's Exhibits
You're back.
149 and 150 being introduced into evidence based upon the reasonable mental work.
When when they get to the text, it's worse.
And may State's Exhibit 149 be published?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Now, before they do that, ladies and gentlemen, if you aren't able to see it, let me know. We can turn it up or move the screen, or we can move the chair. It lasts about an hour and a half, as I understand it. So after probably about an hour, we're going to take a break, just so you know. Get uncomfortable. If you
They
need
are
one
gonna watch
before
the
that
whole
hour
thing.
break occurs, let me know. Okay.
Sorry, Bill, what'd you say?
They are going to watch the whole thing. It's
we
basically the
won't
rest of
watch-
this day. Yeah.
Oh, we won't watch the whole thing again. Well, do they stop and ask her questions during it, or
No. So he actually does something really interesting that I think is kind of cool here in just a
Yeah.
second.
Okay.
The judge does, but yeah, they don't stop to
All
ask
right.
questions though.
you tell us when it gets into what we've already covered?
Okay.
Cool, sweet.
If you want, you can step down on this plane, unless you're going to be pointing at things while it's playing.
Not
You
during.
can see a lot more comfortable than sitting right there by the speaker.
Where would you like for me to sit?
Oh, just really on the front row if you want. You can sit over here if you
That's
like.
how you know they're not going to ask you questions.
There it's comfy. You can move it over here behind.
Actually, maybe I should ask chat. Do you want to cover it again, or
The jury is out.
what? It was pretty funny.
Can everybody see
Yeah.
the street?
Chat, do you guys want to do, if you want to watch it again, do ones. If you don't want to watch it again, do twos.
We didn't cover it on this channel. Now I'm supposed to be covering the whole trial.
I tried to get here as fast as I could. I'm tired.
Oh God, this is a bit loud.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna talk to you, and I guess you said you wanted to talk to me, so all right. All right, I'm sure you have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
You probably
Sweet.
want to know what's going on with Gypsy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna answer your questions for you. Did you get something to eat?
No, they offered that to me.
Did you get eat?
I ate something before that.
Okay, what did you eat?
They're called ham sandwiches. I guess they offer that with mayonnaise as well.
Oh, do you like mayonnaise?
Is the interrogation
I
hot?
told them to be alone.
Oh, okay.
It's very juicy. You won't hear paralegal this?
Yeah, I think
Place over in Signal Gypsy.
Okay, we're gonna talk about Gypsy.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Gypsy, okay? Because I know you got a lot of questions. And
What
I
we
wanna
might
answer your
do is-
questions, and I want to talk to you and see what's going on. Okay.
We might run it quite fast, and we'll skip through anything that, like, because we watched it before on Dali's channel. So what we might do is we'll run through it quickly, and we'll skip through any stuff that's just like getting to know you, kind of bits and pieces. We'll get straight to the meaty
Yeah.
bit. Yeah. Cool.
there is a little bit
Alright.
of X-rated in there too, Dave.
To Dave. Oh, there's plenty. There's
Yes.
tons. It's pretty full on, actually. So yeah, we will for the sake of keeping a record of the trial, and people will be playing this whole thing back. We're definitely going to skip through all of the him sitting around just like talking to himself and all that kind of stuff, because there's not much in there. But yeah, I think it's probably a good idea that we do keep the whole trial together. So yeah.
Before I do,
I'm gonna speed it up
read
then.
your Miranda rights. Have you ever been read your Miranda rights before?
Sounds nice.
Sometimes they do it on TV. And but the way I do it's going to be a little different than probably what you see on TV, but it's probably about the same. Okay.
Huge.
Can you read mine?
Massive.
Okay. I'm gonna
Well,
answer
actually, there's
some
not
questions.
huge amounts
You
of
can read mine.
loads
So I'm talking to you,
because she asks him literally a whole bunch of times if he ejaculated.
Let's talk part for me. Yeah, you have fun?
So do.
You get ready to get mine? Which one you're comfortable?
Don't need a fight.
Yes, we should make an ejaculation counter. In fact, I'm going to tweet about that.
Everybody feels a lot better.
I have been waiting for that for a long time. Alright.
It says Nicholas. You go by Nicholas, something different?
I prefer, usually by my family, I'll be called Nicholas, but by friends and other people, I usually be called Nicky.
What would you like me to call you? Want to talk about Nick? Okay, I'll do it. Jeez, a little too much. Trying to think of, I include my Big Ben and all the rest of. Is it just Big Ben? Is it? You just put Big Ben there. Okay, I could probably figure that out. Is it Ben or Bent? Oh, okay. And then this right here's your date of birth. Okay. And how does that make you? 26. Okay. Right here is schooling. So that is like, did you graduate high school or okay? So as far as I've gotten. Okay. So just put HS or high school or something there just so that we all remember. And sometimes I forget things. So screen it right there. And then here is the date.
I still hope not.
I think it's the 16th. I have a phone with me, but I believe it is the 16th. You know what? Let me go over.
Okay, we do need to keep count. Good.
I'll go get the time today.
All right, just clicking forward. Hang on, let's just see. I'll pull closed captions up.
Okay. Right there. All right. The way we're going to do this is I'm going to read each one of these out loud to you. If you understand it, then just initial after, okay? All right. Before we ask you any questions, you have the right to, you must understand your rights. If you understand that, this the tradition's right there. We'll go through each one of them together. Okay, well, I have a question.
Okay. There's not much happening here. Let's just keep going a bit.
Anything you say can be used against you in court.
Yeah, we know.
Sorry, phone call.
If you can't afford a lawyer,
You're right.
one will be appointed for you before any question if you wish.
Yeah. At this point, dude, you should have got a lawyer.
Questions now without an attorney present. You can stop answering questions at any time, okay?
No.
So, Dali, what we decided to do, hang on, I'm just going to turn it down a bit.
Love.
So, we decided that because we're running the whole trial, that we're going to quickly run through the interrogation that they're showing. We're going to do an ejaculation counter. Yeah. We obviously won't be able to show the entire thing today. So we're just going to do a bit of the first part, which is mainly the ejaculation. Yeah.
The important part.
The important part. And we'll do it on fast speed.
Boy.
Any bits that
I did not see that coming.
No, no.
Neither did she.
You didn't see it coming. But it's really important, I think, because we're doing the whole trial. We decided at the beginning we're going to do the whole trial. So I think that it's important that people who are watching this on this channel and have the whole playlist get the whole trial. But we do know that there are parts that have nothing in it, like him sitting around, there wasn't anything there. So we will we'll fast forward through those bits.
I think they also cut some of it out too, because the
You
original
are so
interrogation was like a little over 2 hours, and this is only an hour and a half. I think they cut some of that out.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Liz. That's really sweet of you to say that. Liz, Dali is actually all right.
I have my moments.
Despite what some people say.
I'm eccentric and strange, but harmless.
Fairly.
Fairly.
Okay, so you haven't always lived where you live at now. How long have you lived in Big Bend?
Punishing the cats? Seriously?
So before that, where did you live?
I've given them 80% of my cabinet space.
A city or a county or a city?
Really? Yeah, I have a lot of cabinets, but yeah, and drawers and
So they
yeah.
have a county name that and a city name that? I bet that gets confusing. Oh, never means I'm actually right from it. Oh, okay.
Unless you ask.
No kids? Okay. As you can imagine, we talked to Gypsy a lot tonight. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they talked to Gypsy a lot tonight.
And she told us a whole bunch of stuff that's happened to you guys. And so I kind of just want to talk to you. And
Is this on 1.25?
start from the beginning, maybe like how
Yep.
you guys met, or
Should I go even
whatever.
faster?
Can you start from where you guys met? Would that make you feel comfortable? Okay, what are you kidding me?
Let's try 1.5 unless people complain.
Let's see. Let's see.
They do talk fast.
Okay, so you don't have to pay any money for it. It's just a place you go to meet people? Yep. Okay. And you met a lot of people in there?
I met a couple others before I met her.
Okay.
Well, he talks slow
Do you
enough.
guys have like names, or how do you know who you're talking to?
She, when I talked to her, it was where it actually had her name as I was reading it. So
What is her name?
her name is Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy Rose. Okay. And then what was your name whenever she was talking to you?
I'm honestly, I was on that song.
Okay. So you met your name and then she had her name.
Yep.
And then you guys met on there. And then so once you met on there, what happened?
Branka just responded to my tweet.
We connected.
Oh,
What
Lord.
the fuck are you people watching?
I don't know how to explain it. It's like the way that we flipped, it made it seem like we somehow just knew we were right for each other. So we like.
Maybe you should turn it down to 1.25.
Sure.
Started a relationship together.
Okay. And so your relationship, what kind of relationship was that you guys started?
It was one of those committed ones.
Okay.
Relationship.
To each other. Committed to each other. So you weren't on there looking for other people. And
That
she
got
wasn't
his
looking for other
attention.
people.
Exactly.
Okay. And then so did you guys start communicating in other ways other than that website? You're a couple now.
Yeah, we tried to do site called gaming.com,
Okay.
but that is just so many friends on there.
Okay.
And then other than that, I suppose there is they didn't even
Yeah, even Bronco is uncomfortable.
What is your
Freak Branka.
it's an interesting situation.
Okay, and how about hers?
Yeah.
Well, actually, she got hers recently.
Okay.
Because me and her, because I don't know how much she told you. I know she told you everything that I didn't also.
Okay.
Apparently when she told me her mom picked her up with her house.
Okay.
So she texted me to pick her up.
Okay.
And what happened was I got on a bus about a day later, about in the afternoon of that day.
Okay.
And then I got back to what was it? I believe it was
He might be wearing a tie. Maybe that's why he's freaked out.
I'm all loopy if it's away.
Okay.
So long. Yeah, Springfield, Missouri. As soon as I got there, I walked straight to a hotel.
Oh, hello.
That was at the hotel.
Speak of the devil.
No, Missouri on a great
Yeah. It's just an interrogation. It's no big deal. I mean, it kind of is a big deal, but he could never come, so.
Okay, and that's Springfield, Missouri?
Yep.
Okay, so you get off the bus and you walk straight to Days Inn. What kind of clothes are you wearing?
Okay, so context. Hey, Andrew. So we've watched this interrogation before, right? And thing is that this is the trial now. So this is the Dee Dee Blanchard trial. And we know that this investigator is going to ask him a lot how many times he ejaculated. Like too many times. So we're about to get the counter out because last time we watched it, we didn't make count, but this time we're going to count. So
Yes.
It's an uncomfortable amount of times.
yeah, it is an uncomfortable amount of times.
It's a little
Okay.
awkward.
Yeah. If you want to come join us, as usual, I will send you a link. But does she hand him a sock?
Just know what you're getting
that's
into.
That's the other thing, Branka. He can't come, right?
Yeah,
so
that's the
an
problem.
issue. That's actually his problem. He's severely autistic, by the way, too. And yeah, sure, send a link. Okay, cool, sweet. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
It's something special.
Okay. Was you wearing jeans or shorts or something?
I was wearing athletic clothing.
Athletic clothing? Okay. Okay. So you get off, do you have luggage with you or anything?
Yes.
Okay, what kind of luggage do you have?
I had my clothing.
Okay.
Since I wasn't sure how long I was going to be there.
Okay.
I was worried sick about her when I got there, so I wanted to find her as soon as possible.
Okay.
Then she's wandering in the streets.
Okay.
So I brought like 3 days worth of clothing to like just do what I could to find her.
Okay. What were you carrying your clothing in?
It was definitely.
Oh, okay. What color?
It was red and black.
Okay. Was it like a Nike or Adidas or?
The guy that gave me is the whole thing is marble, you know,
to go to company Marvel. Yeah. Yeah. That's what kind of thing I used to do in this in other place. Yeah, so you did the spring so you're excited, you want to see her, so what do you do?
I think there's a link between the lack of ejaculate and the murderous rage.
We probably work as fast around there. So I don't know where she texted me from, but she was able to find somewhere to text me from. And after that, we would periodically keep in touch. But, so you're texting from your phone? Yeah. What is your cell phone number? It's 262 501 9008. Okay, what is hers? She wasn't using her phone number. She was using her Yahoo ID. I have no clue what it is. Is it like Yahoo Messenger? Or yeah, it's one of the messenger things that he's texting from. So you can, from your phone, you can send her a message to that, and then she can send you a message, and you guys can chat with each other. Okay. So she tells you that she's got kicked out, you're coming here, and you're coming to see her, and you're going to find her. Is what you're telling me? Like, okay. And so you guys are communicating like that, and then what happens? And then it wasn't until the 10th is when I was able to actually get her to meet me. Okay. What happened was I told her exactly where I was on the actual what road it was and everything else with the actual hotel room. Okay. And after that, she didn't really text me for a long time. I was confused on why. Okay. And then as I'm going outside my hotel room, I had to run right into her. Okay. As I'm trying to go get an actual soda. Okay. So you want to get a soda and just run right into her? It was right on the same level that my hotel room was. Okay. And then what happens? And then I realized it's her, so okay, I guess I opened my door back up, and because apparently she packages she knew her mom was going to figure out. Okay. And I had to bring all of her clothes and everything else back to my hotel room, so that's why she had somewhere to put it. Okay. And then after that, I asked if she wanted to get a soda with me, and then she wanted me. Where'd she go get a soda at? It was on a vending machine, it was outside. Okay. That the hotel needed. Okay. And then what happened? And then me and her pretty much stayed inside the hotel for pretty much the entire time. Because the thing is, it was my bus ticket. It was a round trip. So at first I thought I'd rather get her back since she wanted to move in with me, obviously, is that she's up here. But when she told me that me and her actually went to the bus station, I learned that she actually couldn't get a bus with the same one that I already had to redo my actual schedule. Okay. So after that, I did it. I tried to remove her pretty much nothing. It was great. Okay. And I helped her with her custody afterwards. Okay. Did you give her money for it, or? No, I did for her. Oh, okay. And then what happened? And then because the one that was I had to change, was changed.
Dude, how's it going?
Okay. Just to
hang on.
Pretty much. And
alrighty. I mean, hello. Gee, I'm going to fix the layout. Hang on a minute. Let me fix the layout so people can see us properly.
You're muted, Bronk. Or no, David. Sorry.
David's
check. No, I am.
Okay. You're good, Bronco.
You know.
All right. I know. Bronco's always good.
Hang on a minute. Let me just fix up the layout so that we look a bit better. Alrighty. And moving it. Save. Update. Cool. Hi. Check it.
Hello.
Thanks
for the invite.
My lovely new panel. Look at my lovely new panel. Oh, you're welcome. You just popped up.
I thought we were watching part of the trial. What is this?
This is part of the trial.
It is part of the trial.
Oh,
It's
okay.
evidence.
All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interrogation of him.
The lady who took the stand is the interviewer.
I see.
Interviewer.
Interrogation.
Yeah. Yeah.
The lady
So
who
we have
asked
actually
him
watched this
if he
before.
ejaculated like 100 times.
Yeah.
We're not joking, Bronco. She literally does ask him that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Have you found her Tinder profile yet?
Hopefully she has an
can we?
OnlyFans.
Can we, please?
No, she's on ChristianDatingForFree.com.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, she is. Well, she was.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, that's Gypsy Rose. Are you guys both up with Gypsy Rose? Do you
I have no
know?
idea what trial this is.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, but have you heard of Gypsy Rose Blanchard and the fact that she's just gotten out of prison and she's now a celebrity? Like, I'll show you.
So
hang on.
She was abused. She was legit abused. It was a Munchausen by proxy type thing. Her mother was like taking her to
her
doctor.
mother, of course.
Yeah. So it was really, really sad. It genuinely was. So her mother was going around saying she had cancer, shaving her head, saying she was 16. Reality, she was 23.
Yeah.
Who was saying the mother was saying the daughter had cancer?
Yes.
The daughter was, yes,
Right,
by
okay, all
proxy.
right, got it.
Yeah.
The daughter was forbidden to really date or ever get married, but she went on to this website, ChristianDatingForFree.com, and met the defendant, a very autistic 26-year-old, not very bright, and she convinced the defendant to unalive her mother.
Yes. So
I watched this documentary like during the vid. It came out on HBO, and it was really odd. I don't necessarily blame the daughter, but also it doesn't justify it.
Yeah.
So what are the kind of stipulated and contested facts? I mean, does this guy confess to killing the mother?
Oh yeah, he confesses to everything.
He confessed within 2 minutes.
So who's the defendant? The daughter?
So the defendant is
him.
this guy,
The boyfriend.
Nicholas Godejohn.
Oh, but he confessed. So
he confesses. So here's the part that gets a little messy here. So Gypsy actually handed him the knife, but the problem is that Gypsy actually takes a plea deal to testify against him.
Oh,
and so
women.
she gets 8 years, and she just got out of prison, and he's doing life.
Weeks ago.
Yeah,
What's his defense? I haven't watched any of this trial yet. What is his defense?
She manipulated him, basically,
and he's got like 50 IQ. Well, no, it's a little higher.
I think
He's
it's a
autistic.
72. I think is what it is.
So
is that his
essentially,
actual
like,
legal defense that he was
insanity.
manipulated into murdering someone? Because that's not much of a
Yeah.
legal.
Well,
I mean,
they also
Her
brought
mom
in
was
several
abusing her.
psychologists to say because he's super autistic and he has a low IQ.
Surely they had him assessed for competency before the trial started.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they did.
Well, that's
it's kind of
off the
like the
table.
Charles Manson defense. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I guess are they trying to build sympathy for him for sentencing? I mean, he says he did it. The evidence says he did it. He's not denying he did it.
He got life without parole.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's
meanwhile,
not-
she got 10 years, and
it could be worse.
got out last
Believe it
week.
or not.
She got out last week or two, and is just doing the publicity thing. She's married to a new guy
and getting some fire D apparently.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
getting fired.
I did see that tweet on the internet. I
They're
didn't know what
the
it was
fire
about.
D.
Yes,
That
I mean they're
one.
both getting fire D, but hey, that's another thing.
For context, hang on just a moment. I'll share this tab. So this is back before the mother was unalived, and she was actually like getting on TV and stuff like that, and getting handouts. So watch this.
Like Make-A-Wish stuff. Yeah.
The mother, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the mother was a piece of crap, but
piece of work.
Take a lot. And Dee Dee and her daughter Gypsy Rose making they already knew.
You know this is Munchausen by proxy, right, Andrew?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is why I know there has to be a God, because only Satan could do this.
Like a hurricane to make us have a happy ending.
Dee Dee was happy enough just having
happy
medical
ending.
care for Gypsy.
All
She
this
said she
ejaculation
never
talk.
expected this.
It's amazing. It's amazing the outpouring of love and support.
Oh,
Dr.
man, they
Janet
build a
Jordan
freaking
met Dee Dee
wheelchair
and Gypsy
ramp
while
for
on a
her.
mission trip to the hurricane
Because yeah, they were in
areas.
Louisiana.
Oh yeah, she's in a
right?
wheelchair. She can't walk,
them
except
again.
she
They're
can.
like lost souls who were meant to have been born and raised in Aurora.
After arranging a helicopter ride from Louisiana to St. John's Hospital, the process began to find them a permanent home. It turns out St. John's already owned this house, and with the help
Look
of
at
local
that.
donations, it was turned into a home.
I think that's just kind of what we're all about. You know, we're all about doing
Getting
what we
taken.
can to help people that are bad.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And
It's
happy,
beautiful.
And it's full of love.
Gypsy and Dee Dee say they're blessed. Dr. Jordan says they deserve to be.
It was
She's a good little actress.
devastating down there. It really was.
Yeah.
She
Mhm.
she continued to be. This is the interesting
They
thing.
never ever lost hope. I
She-
think
She
they
learned
brought
from
hope
her
to
mom.
everybody else that was
She
down
did.
there.
This is home to us. We have been
Yeah.
wandering for so long, and this is finally our home. So it's so good to be here.
Look at her. She could walk. She was
This
fine.
is Kara Rastelli
But then
reporting for
apparently
KY3's
she ended up having a
Ozarks
feeding
Today.
tube. And I know.
I think if
like,
anyone has an insanity defense, it's Gypsy, not necessarily the autistic boyfriend.
Exactly. But this is the thing. It's so weird. The whole thing's so weird. And yeah, now here we are. Like, she's gotten out of prison. She's getting fired. Dee, he is there for the rest of his life. And he was in love with her. Like, this is what he's going to say in a minute. He was in love with her, and he thought that they were going to spend the rest of their life together. That's why he unalived.
That's what they always tell you.
Yeah.
What do you know about that, Bronca?
Yeah. How full on is that? So yeah, this poor guy. And yeah, in a minute, she's going to ask him all of these really full on questions. And
so why is the ejaculation stuff relevant here?
So, okay. So he had a prior act that he was in a McDonald's for 9 hours watching porn and jerking it. And then he, when
on a laptop at a table?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like his hand was in his pocket. He was just scratching himself, though.
Yeah, he just said he was scratching himself.
Yeah.
So then when they first met, so when Gypsy and him first meet, it's in a movie theater as they're both in their 20s watching Cinderella. And she's wearing a Cinderella dress. They go in, she takes him into the men's bathroom and bangs it out. That's how she loses her virginity, apparently. Is in a AMC movie theater bathroom. And she asks him, well, did you ejaculate? And he's like, well, no. Because then after he, we'll get to this, but like after he does the unaliving bits, he then has sex with her. And then she's like, well, did you ejaculate? She literally keeps asking him, did you ejaculate?
Now, but can we get back to the McDonald's thing? So he's there for 9 hours, I guess, masturbating to porn. Did he just continue to buy like every 15 minutes another Happy Meal?
I mean, we have no idea. There was not enough detail given.
So, Dali, how far forward is it, or do we just keep watching from here?
Just keep watching for now. I'll see if I can see if.
Okay, cool.
We ordered food and we were pretty much just resting there because we didn't know what else to do. Where did you order food from? One place was Domino's. Okay, and they delivered it to your room? Yep. Okay, so Domino's delivered to your room, and where else? And the other was Papa John's. Papa John's, okay. And then did they both deliver on the left? No.
Pepperoni.
And of course he's talking to the police without a lawyer.
Oh yeah, they both did.
Oh, the funniest part was Gypsy at the end, right after she confesses, right like minute before she's arrested, she runs to the door and screams, "I need a lawyer!"
Yeah, it was hilarious.
It
was great.
It was so funny.
And yeah, it was frustrating. Yeah, she already had her hunt. That's good. Okay, so did you guys go out anywhere? We were thinking about doing it, but we figured it was safe because my grandma, she was very free. If she knows I'm in a state, she's gonna be. Apparently, what she told me.
By the way, they gave this guy a pretty little detective because they knew it would induce him to talk.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. She told you too? Yeah, she feared for
Yeah, she got this big burly dude.
So then you guys get on the bus, and then you guys get ears, right?
Got a little ponytail.
She's like really looks like your typical mother figure, soccer mom.
Yes.
Here it is stopped in Milwaukee. Okay. And then how did
Volvo
you
driving soccer mom.
Okay. So then would you call on?
Afterwards, she gave him the opportunity to write an apology letter too.
Your girlfriend? I guess she's your girlfriend. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, did she? That's clever.
Yeah.
She did, yeah. It was very nice of her to do.
Yeah. I think she loves you too.
You think she loves you too?
And, for a long time. And I'm kind of thinking maybe she loves you a little more than you love her. Because you're sitting here telling me things that I know aren't true. And then she's sitting here telling me things that are true. And if you really love her, I don't think that you would want her in that situation. Okay?
Classic interrogation.
It's so, isn't it?
We're going to go down to
People fall for it all the time.
And that is just, you're going to have to be honest.
She tries to make him the White Knight.
If you love her, if you love Gypsy, then you're not
Do
going
the
to
right thing.
I think you're a nice person. You're a good person.
And so what you
This
need
isn't
to
who
know
you
is
are.
you're a bad
Holding back
person.
like this, lying to us.
Yeah.
Gypsy all this time and not get everything. That's what
Be
we
the
do.
best person you can
And
be. Just
so-
tell us what we want you to say.
And I want you to do the honorable thing, okay? For Gypsy. And for your family, because you know what happened. And I want you to do that.
Don't ever talk to the cops, folks. Don't do it.
the truth is not what you told me.
God, this poor bastard.
I believe the part that you got on a bus. And
You're not the brightest.
That's true.
He needs a pregnancy test when she's done with him.
Yeah.
That's true.
God.
I believe that it's true that at some point Gypsy came back with you to the motel. I believe that's true. I believe Gypsy got
When I was a young lawyer, I didn't really believe that false confessions could be gotten out of suspects. Why would you lie to convict yourself? But I'm not that stupid anymore. This is how it's done.
Yep.
I understand that, but I'll tell you right now, Gypsy did tell me everything. She told us everything. She told us about you coming there, then she told us what happened to her mom.
We know
Oh,
everything. We know
Yeah,
everything.
And then he confesses.
Yeah. See,
Well, I
Yeah.
thought we.
Do you want to?
they
We already
confess
know.
to try to minimize their own damage because they think someone else has already tattled on them.
Right.
100%.
Well, she had in this case, but yeah,
Well, actually, she has.
yeah. But normally, yeah.
Okay, because it's not fair. It's not fair to Gypsy for her to be honest and you to lie. Okay, so what I want to know is can you tell me this first? Did Gypsy know?
So I've taken interrogation training courses, and this is the classroom technique. Everything she's doing here, it's like she just graduated from the course last week, and she's checking all the boxes. Technically, very proficient.
Is this like what the read technique?
She felt like if you
I can't remember the names now. It's been a
that's the only
while.
way she could be with you. Do you know the mom's name?
I don't know her real name. All I know is she goes by Dee Dee.
Dee Dee, okay. So, has Gypsy asked you to kill anyone else? No. Okay, she just wants you to kill her mom.
Yes.
Okay. And how did Gypsy ask you?
Only
to
her
do that?
mom.
Did she ask you to do that in a text message, on a
That's just
Facebook,
her.
or in
She's not a
person or something
monster.
different?
Well, it was more than once. I mean, you had Facebook. We talked about it on there. We talked about it even on Texas.
And what kind of things would Gypsy tell you that she wanted you to do?
She wanted. The thing is that I know she knows her mom a lot. I know she does.
Yeah.
I had I was up here with her, and she felt guilty about the whole situation. I had to make sure she was safe. And meaning, like, I had to make sure she felt like she could be comforted
by you. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Because I mean, the truth is, okay, I'll admit it. I did actually. So I love it.
Yeah, okay. Well done. That's awesome.
I never did it if it was not for me.
Okay. So we would have done it if somebody else would have asked.
No, there's no way I would give anyone else.
Okay, so just
I truly do worship her to the point that I want to her.
okay. Okay. Well, I think you proved that, right?
Yes.
I think that you proved that you do what she asked you to do. If that's the case, she did ask you.
Yes, she did ask me.
Okay, and she asked you more than once. Did she ask you why you were here?
She asked me more than once, and because what happened was, at first she wanted, the thing was that she wanted to do this other, but she's too, what's the word, I'm cautious, it's, I guess scared is the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
I didn't want to actually do it.
Okay.
Because she couldn't live there so long.
Okay.
And,
Someone needed to buy this guy the Meatloaf Bats Out of Hell album.
honestly, to this day, I do.
I would do anything for love. I'm not gonna
Well, he
murder your
didn't
mom.
listen to all of it.
But yeah, you didn't finish listening to it, right? Because you shouldn't do that.
Okay, so it kind of makes you feel a little guilty.
No, I feel a lot more guilt than that.
Okay. Okay.
Aw, well, he feels guilty, so he doesn't have to. He's not going to do it again, so he doesn't need to be punished.
How she was and her accomplishments.
I know, and now the cop will say, you know, that's good. That's really good of you. You feel guilty. Now you just need to explain to us exactly how everything happened.
That's right.
So did Gypsy know you were coming here to kill Dee?
Yes.
Okay.
What's he holding?
So why did you guys decide that you would stab her instead of shooting her?
It would be funny if he started masturbating right now. Just kind of absentmindedly, not
There's a multiple
well,
eggs from Silence of the Lambs.
It would have been better for his case if he had done it in the interrogation room. Look, he has so much impulse control issues.
If he peeled a sock off his foot and just put it on the table.
Oh, and yeah, actually, spoiler. That
Yeah, that comes up.
Okay.
I left that part out.
Details.
I wanted that to be a little
everyone makes
surprise.
mistakes.
The reason why we chose the knife is because I actually thought that it'd be quicker if she got up quickly.
Okay. Now, did she tell you that?
I think
or is
it's
that
coming
something
up
you think
soon.
she thought?
Most likely that's what I think she. Okay, but she didn't tell you to stab her because she bleed out quickly. No. Okay. That's what I figured she would think. Okay. It makes sense. More holes faster they go away, and the faster they are at peace. Okay. So the more holes you put into the body. Yeah. Is that what I'm understanding? Okay. Okay. So, so that's why you chose to stab her. Thanks. Okay. And so, how did you get the knife? Where did the knife?
Only Richard Patterson.
Did you bring it with you from here? No. Okay. Did you buy it somewhere? She bought it for me. Who bought it for you? Gypsy. Where'd she buy it from? Online. She bought it online? Oh, wait, no. It was not online. I gotta get that straight. Yeah, don't lie. You don't need to get Gypsy in trouble for something because you're gonna lie about it.
Don't lie. No.
To get one at Walmart. I don't know how she did it. She did it. So when you got, so you didn't bring a knife from here? No. So when you got here, she had a knife? Yeah. So did she know you was gonna stab her? Yes. Okay. So what did the knife look like?
She spilled the beans first and pinned it all on him.
Red and black? Okay. And
I think she means the interrogator.
Use your hands to show.
I would be.
Was the red and black handle plastic or wood or? It was a squishy grip right here. Was it a squishy grip? Yeah, it's harder than it works. Okay. On the edge of the knife, like if you draw the knife for me, maybe?
So when criminal defense attorneys say they don't want their clients ever to talk to the police, it's because their clients are idiots like this guy.
Yes,
that's what's going to happen.
Okay, and what color was that part of the knife? It was just a black. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Can you draw me a picture of the knife?
Yeah. Like stainless steel type of.
Make sure you do all the points.
See this edge of this table right here, kind of like that? Yeah. Okay. So that's what that looked like.
She's like super excited to keep asking him questions. I would be.
I feel like this is my. This feels like my first wife talking me into marrying her. I was such a retard. I didn't know any better.
Okay, so when you're stabbing Dee,
there was also a lot of ejaculation involved. Fair enough.
Yes, that's true.
Unlike this case.
You're fine. Take your time. She was on the bed. Her bed. In her bedroom? Yes. Okay. Was she sleeping on her stomach or just laying there watching TV or? Sleeping on her stomach. Okay, so she's laying in her bed sleeping on her stomach. Is she covered up with covers or uncovered or? Actually,
this part is where stuff gets interesting.
She had her okay. And she barely was covered at all. Okay. So with easy access to her body. Okay. So she didn't have much covers on her, made it a lot easier to do that. Okay. And so when she's laying there, where's the first place you decide to stab? I suppose in a random spot in the back. In the back, just random? Yes. Do you know how many times you stabbed her? 4. You stabbed her 4? Yeah, 4 times. Okay.
4 times, very specific.
I think it would have been her lungs. Okay. It was hard to get out. Okay. Did it take one hand to get it out?
It was hard to get out?
I had to get out. Okay. So the others came out easy, but this one, that came out harder? Yep. Okay. And so, you only stabbed her 4 times? Are you sure about that? Well, as it's stabbing, I said.
This detective is so aroused right now.
Okay, where'd you cut her out? Stabby. Okay. And did you use the same knife that you did the others with? Yep. Okay. And when you did it across the back of the neck, did that even cause an injury, or did you see any blood or anything?
Nah, it just fell off her.
Okay, she's bleeding. And so did she scream or holler? Or no, she did. What was she saying? First she said help, and then she didn't recognize what it was.
She's got all the information she needs to convict. Now this is going to put him away for the rest of his life.
Yeah. This is just ancillary stuff, like it's cream on top.
Holler for Gypsy. Yes. She hollered for Gypsy once, twice.
How much of this did they play at closing?
Yeah.
She pretty much yelled it. Yelled it? Just like, Gypsy. Okay. It's just loud. And what did you do when she did that?
What did you do when she did that?
Keep on going. Okay. You just kept stabbing her? Yeah. Okay.
Now, there's some cases that shouldn't go to trial, and this is one of them.
There's no need.
4 times? Not that I'm aware of. Okay. Yeah. Did Gypsy come in and stab her? No. Gypsy never stabbed her? She couldn't do it. But she knows she has me to. Okay. Did you try to get Gypsy to come in and stab her? No, I would have never done that. Okay.
Did you try to get Gypsy to come in and stab her?
Four actual stabs.
So,
Those are the ones that went in deeper.
Yeah.
Was there some little ones?
She's closing the gaps.
Because I counted the ones that went in deep.
No, you're not gonna.
He only counted the ones that went in deep.
They go in as deep. Yeah. Okay.
That's just like women's dating history.
I mean, is there a legitimate argument that this kid's a sociopath? He's talking so calmly about this very traumatic thing, and he's not hesitant at all. Is this sped up?
They say he's autistic.
0.25.
Yeah,
His mom said he's a good boy who's never done anything like this.
No, I'm not. I don't. You don't need to slow it down. I've seen sociopaths be interrogated, and they're like, "Yeah, I stabbed him because he was there."
Well,
you know,
he says it's his evil side.
Okay. So.
That actually does sound sociopathic rather than autistic.
Yeah, he sounds more sociopathic than anything, and that could be a legitimate psychological. I mean, he'll still go to a hospital for the rest of his life, but
I mean, because often the sociopaths don't know that they're sociopaths, right? They just don't know. The whole world's fake to them, basically, right?
Yeah.
So, but they learn how to pretend to work with other people.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find
Not
out whether that
DID,
was
not
caused by the
DID.
prosecution. Because there are quite a few psychologists who testify.
Oh yeah, when the cops leave the room, he talks to himself out loud.
Yeah.
No, but sociopaths will say they feel guilty. They don't actually feel guilty. They're just saying the words they think you want to hear.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. That's why we want to watch the whole thing and be convinced, because we don't know.
Did your penis touch anywhere on Dee's body? Okay. Did your mouth touch anywhere on
I don't
Dee's
care if
body?
he brings up DID, Jung. I'm just saying his manner of speaking right now is more consistent with a sociopath, in my uneducated opinion.
Oh, sorry. Listen, rewind. Okay.
No. She's talking about that he brings up DID or whatever.
What is DID?
Dissociative identity disorder, what they used to call multiple personality disorder.
I don't see that here.
That's not, no. What I see more, just in his mannerisms of speaking, is more like a sociopath.
Right.
Someone who's disconnected from all emotion and rational thought, things like that.
Yeah.
They're really interesting people to meet, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, not in a dark alley, but
no,
in a controlled environment, because it's such a bizarre experience. They're literally living entirely in their own worlds in their head, and everything else is fake and not real, and they're kind of pretending to live in this video game that's in their head, and it's not even malicious. It's such a weird mental state.
Yeah.
Okay, half Irish. Is there an argument that he's so dangerous because he can easily be manipulated to kill again?
I mean, he said he would only do it for Gypsy.
Yeah.
Bedorowski, I'm twice as qualified and twice as expensive as a psychologist.
Oh, at least.
Answer this one. So, look, I guess so. And just because he said he wouldn't do it for anyone but Gypsy doesn't mean he wouldn't do it for anyone but Gypsy. Yes, he was.
Well, he's only done it once.
Yeah,
but he said
he was
he
easily
wouldn't do it.
manipulated. Just because, okay. No, he looks very genuine and stuff, but if a cute girl were to come along and say, I love you, could you please unalive my mother? He's like, oh, yeah, sure.
But, I mean, wild range sociopaths are incredibly manipulative because they have to be, because these are the people who like kill small animals when they're kids, right? And they get caught and people treat them like with faces of horror, and they're like, oh, well, that's not working for me, so I have to learn to pretend to look a certain way. And that's true their whole ways. They become expert actors, hiding their sociopathy. And so when they're interrogated, they'll say they'll pretend right here. No, I feel terribly guilty about what happened, and I would only ever do it under this rare circumstances that will never come up again.
Jeez, you're talking about my ex-girlfriend now.
They're masters at that.
Yeah, exactly. Nick, do you want to come on? I do have a layout that puts us along the top so you can see us all. So if you want to come on, you have a link. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So I'm sorry, Young. they're talking about penises. Okay, I went backwards. Sorry, we don't want to miss any ejaculation count.
Yeah,
right.
She hasn't asked priorities.
Yeah,
you don't have a bell sound effect and bing.
Oh, we do.
Bing,
Yeah.
bing.
We do. Well,
There's
we
a
got
little
sound
counter
effects.
going at the bottom.
I have a counter in the private chat. Well, there will be a counter in the private chat. So don't worry, we won't miss any.
After when this was happening? She said that that's what she wanted to do. Okay. So I just let her do it. Okay. She let her do stuff. Okay, so she went in the bathroom, locked the door, and you went to do whatever you were doing. Do you remember? Did Gypsy ever come out and see her mom? I wouldn't let her. You wouldn't let her go in there and see her? I didn't want her to be traumatized. Okay.
She did clean up after him.
Did you have sex with
We'll get to that in a second.
You didn't see your penis anywhere on her? Nope. Are you sure? Nope. Positive. Okay. Did you see your penis in her mouth? Nope. Okay. Did your penis touch anywhere on Dee's body? Nope. Okay. Did your mouth touch anywhere on Dee's body? No. Okay. Did you kiss her or lick her or anything like that? No. Okay. Did Gypsy come in and do anything like that with her mom? No. Touch her mom's privates? No, she wouldn't do it. Okay, she wouldn't. Okay.
That would be wrong.
I'm not a monster.
Jinx.
Okay, that's just, that would bother you? Okay. I don't like necrophilia. Okay. Oh, is that an actual thing? What does that mean, necrophilia? Necrophilia doesn't mean that we're such a dick.
Oh, she got so excited when he said that word.
No, I only know the word because
Could we talk more about that?
Words that seem to be popular in today's culture. So
what does that mean?
All right, so you stab Dee in the bed, and Gypsy's in the bathroom. And so what happens after you're done stabbing Dee?
How hard did this detective rail her lesbian partner when she got home that night?
Oh, wow.
She definitely had a good day at the office, that's for sure. Oh my god.
She used all the strap-ons.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Oh, so is that a code you guys came up with? Okay, so what was the code again?
So, okay,
It was 3 knocks and then 2
there we go.
scratches. Okay, 3 knocks, 2 scratches. And then that was so that way she would know in the bathroom. That was so Gypsy would know that it was you and not her mom. Yep. Okay, and did you guys plan that out before?
Oh, I just died.
Just died. Val just died.
So, after that happens, after you do the 3 knocks and the 2 scratches, does she open the door? Not really. Okay, what happens? She wanted to save her private part and her legs. Okay, she wanted to save her private part and her legs? Yes, for me. Okay. Has she ever done that before?
What? This is talking about Gypsy, who's in the bathroom.
Okay, so her mom has let her
She's going to pay him now.
her mom shave her privates? Her mom never seemed to care about that before. Okay. Yeah. So how did you know she wanted to do that for you? Because she lost bitch. Okay. So, what did you do? Like she shaved her legs and stuff? I waited for her. Okay. And then she gets out of the bathroom, is her legs shaved and everything's shaved, and then what happens? And then we set everything up, the ground and everything around. Okay. Clean up. What do you clean in the house? Yes. You're like vacuuming and dusting and stuff like that? Cleaning up such as anything that hasn't happened to her.
Dusting and stuff.
I don't understand. I'm sorry. Like anything that had she took some
I
pictures
love you,
away
Dave.
and she
You're
actually
classic.
threw them in the trash. She tried to get rid of things that give you guys the idea that
I've seen other people make that claim. I think he's just plagiarizing.
So,
Wait, what did he just say?
blood or anything? Okay, what kind of blood got cleaned up?
His blow-up Becky Hill doll started to look worn out.
Where'd you stab yourself at? Oh my goodness, do you need stitches or anything? No, I've been holding it. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Are you okay, sweetie? Oh my god. I want to make sure you're okay.
Earlier, there was
Oh, here's my cuts from all the stabbing.
Before I stick you in prison with large black men.
One day arrested me. Oh, okay. To the ground and that's my old one. Okay. But that was an injury from when you stabbed Dee too, and then it just got re-injured whenever you.
Yeah.
And then the other
That's
one,
pretty stabbing.
that's the cut. Did you cut yourself? Wait, what are those up there? These up here are from when I hit the ground. So I hit my face and my stomach and part of my leg. Okay. Underneath concrete. Okay. When they arrested you. Yeah. Okay.
Most common thing in the world is stabbing attackers end up cutting themselves too.
Yeah. Remember Joel Guy Jr.? Did you watch that one?
Yeah.
That's gross.
He was covered in
Which is what makes Kohlberger so weird, because it's like
no little blood, right?
Kohlberger's innocent.
Was it in a cleaner size order remover? Okay. Do you remember what kind of bottle it was in? It was like a reddish bottle. Reddish bottle? Okay. And how do you use that to clean? Like, is that a spray? Is that a powder? Is it liquid? Or? It's a liquid. Okay. You have to pour it down. She pour it down. Okay. And then she would use either paper towel or she never used any rags.
You know, though, she didn't have any injuries on her hands.
There was also.
I mean, she had a break, but she didn't have any cuts.
And so.
She knows how to grip.
Well, didn't she? It wasn't like for a month until she was arrested.
And then what happens? And then
she appealed.
Okay, she wanted to have sex.
You know, I don't know.
Okay, and so where did you guys have sex at? In her bedroom. In her bed. In Gypsy's bed. Yes. Okay. And so you guys have sex. Yes. And what kind of sex? What is sex like to you? Well, to me, it sounds like there was pretty much without 100% consensual. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much consensual.
What?
Obviously, I was the one I was in charge.
Yeah, he said pretty much consensual.
Okay.
I was the one in charge.
You pretty much did all three things. You did all. Okay. So you
all three things.
Yes. And then what's the other? Oral. Okay. Like I said, all of them. Vaginal. Okay. Okay. When you say oral, is that you providing oral sex to her and her providing oral sex to you, or both? Okay.
Oh, he's a gentleman.
Yes. Okay. Do you know if this is the first time Gypsy ever had sex? Actually, I do not. If it is. Is it or not? It isn't. Okay. So she's had sex before she had sex with you? She started sex with me. I actually wanted to took her insanity. Oh, so you guys had sex a different time than this?
Oh, yes.
When did that
Oh,
happen?
good for you,
Oh,
man.
do tell me.
Very interesting.
The theater. The theater.
You go, kids.
Imagine
I'm
if
gonna
he
start
or a
calling-
male cop trying to talk like this.
I made that comment earlier. Imagine if it was a female suspect and a male cop.
Yeah, turn it around. Good luck.
Okay. Okay. Was that?
So you sucked how much, Dee?
Back in March?
Your Honor, we object.
Oh, okay. So you were in Springfield before. And did her mom know you were here? No, I didn't meet her mom in person at this time. And was her mom nice to you? Or? Yeah, she was really nice to me. And I don't know what it was, but apparently the night got ruined in some way. I couldn't. I was trying to.
So did Chandler Alderson.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what happened. So did you?
That was on his
meet her
foot.
at the theater?
Whatever.
Yeah, I didn't meet her, but I was making her what's the time for it. Okay. Okay. And then what happened after you guys had sex in the theater? We went to our movie and watched it. And then what happened after the movie? And I said, my goodbye store. Goodbye store? No, I said my goodbye store. Oh, I said goodbye store. Like, goodbye store. Okay. So you said your goodbye store, and you went your way and went back home. How did you get here that time? She got me money. She gave you money? Yeah. How did you get the money? She sent them out. Okay. So was it cash that she sent you? Or, okay. And how much did she send you? That time it was she would check how much I was going to need. Okay, so she sent you $400. Yeah. Okay. And
Well, I recall sex in my 20s as being reasonably exciting, but not this exciting.
$400. Okay. And then she just sent it to you in the mail in cash. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then so let's go back to the time that you guys just had sex. Well, do you remember what day that was? I can't remember. Okay. You don't remember if it was a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, Saturday?
Does he admit to, let's say, penetrating the mother twice?
No.
No, he doesn't admit to it.
He's not a degenerate. There's just skin cells on her badge.
Did Gypsy enjoy the sex?
There are skin cells on the badge, yes, but we don't know what kind of skin cells yet.
Okay. It was very consensual. I mean, she at first did
It's very consensual.
Like she wasn't sure how rough I was gonna be. Okay. And then after that, I reassured her that everything was fine. And after that, she knew that I was not gonna hurt her. Okay. So then she just
How old was Gypsy at the time?
It was 23.
His dress was like a Cinderella dress. Okay.
Yeah, look, she wasn't a baby. It's just that she treated him like a baby. Treated her like a baby. That's all. So I mean,
think
she wasn't exactly the best person to make a judgment, was she?
No, but I thought she was like 18, 19, and he's 20, so that's...
She
No, he's 26.
She was 16.
Yeah, he's 26, and
the
she
mother.
was 23, technically.
But the mother said she was 16.
Exactly.
Like in a
they were playing it
wheelchair,
off like she was
dancer.
16. Yeah.
You think she knew more, I mean, Gypsy, and he knew more than what they were letting on? Like, oh, yeah, my mom's going to tell you that I'm 16, but I'm really 26.
Oh, yeah,
I think she knew, he didn't.
Yeah.
You don't think he was told that?
I don't think it would matter.
He knew some of it, but I don't think he knew all of it. Because they get into some of it into
I think
text
he's
messages.
thick as shit. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Just wondering.
I just think he's thick
I mean,
as shit. And
to a
he just
rational
believed
man, it might
everything.
make a difference, but
Yeah.
Well,
He
yeah,
wasn't
okay,
rational,
fair enough.
Just thinking with the wrong head, and there's not much going on in either, really. Wait till you hear
Literally.
about how little's going on down there as well. So not much happening.
Does
So,
Wyatt play
sorry.
with himself for
Sorry,
$9
Nick.
in the McDonald's?
Yes, exactly.
How does one become 26 and think logically that they're only 16? I mean, how many years
She was
do you have to
23.
forget existence?
23.
Okay.
Look,
all right.
no.
Still.
she knew she
I
was
believe-
23.
She knew she was 23, but she was buying into the whole, let's tell the world I'm whatever age. Let's tell the world I'm
16.
I've got leukemia. Let's tell the world I can't walk. Even though I know full well I can, and I'm going to flirt with this man, and I'm going to have sex with him and all this other kind of stuff, but I'm still going to keep telling the world that I've got leukemia and I can't walk and that I'm 16. So because that's what I've been brought up to do, and even though I know it's wrong now, I'm going to keep doing it because
It's also getting her that money.
It's working for me. Yeah, exactly. People don't continue to do
I
things
need to watch
unless
this
it's doing
documentary
something for them.
again.
Yeah,
Because I
well, we're
remember
gonna
feeling
watch that.
very different about it now that I'm watching the trial. So I
Mm.
kind of want to go back and try to figure out what my original thoughts were.
All right, thanks. Keep going.
Because with the one we were seeing. Okay. Yeah.
So she has a Cinderella dress on?
Yeah.
And what color was that?
It was a lightish pink and it's like white line to it also.
Okay. Did she have a wig on or no wig? Or what color was her wig?
Her wig was blonde.
Okay. And did she have that on when she was in the bathroom? Waiting for you to stab me?
Oh, no.
No, she had it on then?
No, she had it on the
Okay. So the Cinderella dress thing, was that when you wear it at the movies or was it? Okay. Okay. So when you were at the movies with her having sex, she had a Cinderella dress on and a blonde wig. Okay. But when you had sex with her at her house, what was she wearing this time?
It was like a really dark brunette wig. It was pretty long.
I'm down.
Yeah.
And what clothing did she have on?
Me and her did naked.
Okay. Did she have clothes on before you guys got naked?
Not really, because she was in the bath. Remember I told you she
She was bedazzling her vagina.
Okay. So she shaved her legs and her vagina.
As one does.
Comes out.
This is
Natural.
completely normal behavior, isn't it?
While mom's getting stabbed in the other room.
Well, she saw it on the Kardashians.
Oh, well. Speaking of, Kim Kardashian gave her a shout out the other day.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Not kidding. Yeah, full on.
Keep going. All right. Then we'll take a break and we'll finish.
This is the judge.
Oh.
Just the judge talking, yeah.
And then you go into her bedroom.
Becky in a
Is her
box.
bed
In the
is
box.
on it? Is her bed on
Alex
the floor?
Murdoch's for trial evidentiary hearing.
It was
Pre-conference, live with you and Dali.
It was full, and I mean full of stuffed animals.
It's going to be Bectic.
How did you guys have sex on the bed? There's a bunch of stuffed animals.
Set your notifications now.
Okay. They're running off onto the floor?
Yeah,
It's on the 16th.
There's too much of it on there. And
Screw you, Kermit the Frog. I'm gonna get laid.
a pillow, but also stuff animal at the same time. Like that on the bed, so in case you needed any comfort with it.
Was there,
Was Dee making any noise, or was Dee dead by then? She was probably long gone by then. Long gone by then, by the time you guys are having sex? Yes. Okay. And when you have sex, do you ejaculate?
Hey, what?
I think I may have like too much what's the word I'm looking for?
Hey, where's the sound? Hey.
Okay, so it takes a long time for you to get there. Yeah. Did you get there?
Another one.
That night?
Get there.
Okay, so you wasn't able to ejaculate? Not that time. Okay. Was you
Three.
at that time during the movie theater, were you able to? I was close to it.
At no point does he think, why are they asking me this?
Okay, so you got close, did you get close this time to the house? No.
You're muted, Andrew.
Okay. Okay. All right. Is there a reason you didn't feel pleasure? I don't know.
6?
It's hard to say. Was the time before, like when I first took virginity, we had a condom on at the time. Okay. And I wasn't used to them at all. It was the first time I actually ever wore one.
7?
Okay. So by that, it must have like messed me up to where I'm not used to. Because I haven't had sex for a very long time. Right. Okay. And ever since that time, I pretty much forgot like how to pace myself and all the rest of that. Okay. So yeah. Okay. When you say you forgot how to pace yourself, what does that mean? Meaning I didn't know how to pace myself in a way where I would be able to build up the actual pleasure. Oh, okay. And a constant motion. Okay. 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 So.
Wait, what?
He
The
doesn't
motion of the
understand.
ocean.
Yeah.
He forgot how to masturbate? Is that what you said?
No,
he's having sex.
he needed the motion.
I didn't make her have an orgasm once. Okay.
That's what he considers pleasure, is the motion.
A little bit, and then after that, I think we stopped because we realized there's a lot of factors.
The stroke.
Okay. And
if
what do
you
you
will.
mean when you say blooming? Blooming meaning like she gave me a little bit. Okay. Is that putting her mouth on your penis?
Oh, blowing.
Okay. So after that,
Oh, he's
They were having-
Australian.
and you guys decide, okay, now we've got.
They're having sex, but you know, murder scene isn't going to clean up itself.
We've had movies, we've had whatever. She thought that we would like eat pretty much. Okay. What kind of movies did you guys take? She took some seasons of like some like TV shows. Okay. Do you know what kind of TV shows they were? I'm a big TV fan, so I'm just curious. One was Game of Thrones. Okay. I know she took those two, but also can't remember the other ones. I can. I'll be more of my head. Okay. And so, what do you guys pack the stuff into? A suitcase. And what color suitcase? It's pink. Okay.
Yeah.
And so everything fits in this one suitcase that you guys are taking?
I don't think she did.
They also took what would you say, a backpack. A backpack. Okay. What kind of backpack was it? It was black.
His backpack come?
It had something on the back of it. I forgot what it said though. Okay. All right. So you take the backpack and you pack all the stuff into the suitcase, and then what do you guys do? And then we finished cleaning.
Did he ever say he wants a lawyer?
No.
Oh, he thought it. He said it to himself.
Yeah.
She used it.
Because that's the same.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, that's legally binding, right?
She's pretty much patted down wherever she thought I had hands. Okay. And did you tell her to do that, or did she just do that? She did it because she was afraid of being caught, even though I had a weird feeling I wanted to get caught, but yeah. You did have a weird feeling you were going to get caught? Mm-hmm. What gave you that weird feeling? I just had a feeling in my stomach that happened. It was just something that was on the map time here. It happened. I wasn't sure when it was going to happen. It was too. Okay. All right. Well, you seem like a pretty honorable person. You love Gypsy, so, I mean. Well, that's the thing. I admitted to the thing is, me and Gypsy have cried multiple times. Together over this? Yes. Okay. And I told her
they cried?
Okay. Well, you're doing the right thing now, so you should give yourself credit. You know,
Oh, yeah. You done the right thing.
Give yourself credit.
So.
No, I'm not kidding.
You guys get everything packed up, and then she writes down the fingerprints. Whatever, do you help her? No, I do not, because I don't want to use any chances of me getting any fingerprints anywhere else. Okay. So I let her
I'm a man. I don't clean. That's a woman's job.
More for her to clean pretty much. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Now, is their house really clean and neat, or is it?
You're muted, Dave.
It is not neat at all.
It sounds very much like something Andrew was saying. Like he's acting. He knows that men don't need much, so he's saying he doesn't need it.
Then Dee Dee's bedroom, there was stuff on along where the bed is. You got the bed, and you got pretty much where the edge of the bed is. Okay. That's where she had all the different things just all over there. I don't know how else to put it in place. I mean, she might have had like clothing and all different things. I mean, okay. Do you remember ever seeing a Barney doll or it's like a purple dinosaur? Yeah. Where did you see that at? It's not. It's not. I think it was in Gypsy. In Gypsy's room? That's what I remember. Okay, but you ever seen a purple dinosaur? The Barney dinosaur or whatever? Well, I know she did watch it, but I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. I'm thinking about this now. No, I don't remember seeing one. You don't? Okay. No, I don't remember seeing one. Okay. I'm thinking about it. Okay. Okay, so you guys everything back, swipe down the fingerprints, and then what do you guys do?
You're muted, Bronca.
Okay.
It is weird how we just keep covering up only that left hand.
Yeah, what's going on with the left hand?
The taxi, or did she call the taxi? I called it because I wanted to do it. Okay, and then you give them the address? No. Okay, and so you give them the address?
I sure hope they wash that blanket afterwards.
There's no one.
God, first in McDonald's, now in an interrogation room.
Okay, so you guys didn't sleep there at the house where he was at. Okay.
Well,
So you
I believe there's a fair bit of video of him just on his own.
Okay, and so when the taxi comes,
And
what color's the taxi?
it's available somewhere.
Okay, and is there a male or a female driving? Man or a woman? If you can't remember, that's fine.
I couldn't tell.
I mean, he doesn't have much of a defense.
I mean, come on.
This, again, is a case that should have pled out.
She's not even telling him to not lie anymore. She knows he's telling the truth.
But David, do you think it should have pled out? I mean, really? I mean, he says he murdered someone. Why would you plead that out?
Yeah.
It's good for him, of course. I mean, as defense counsel, that's what you would want. But why would the prosecutor want that? I want this guy to get life.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess the only thing would have been possibility for parole, right? So.
Okay.
I think a lot of it was optics.
A lot of it is always optics.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm a pragmatic attorney. I'm a economic attorney. Like, why waste the court's time and my time?
Yeah.
But
what's the likelihood that this guy's going to get parole? You know.
Right. But you know, prosecutors do stuff for self-promotional reasons. I mean,
of course,
yeah.
Political.
I didn't pay attention exactly what I actually see like where the background was. I see what come out of there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm also not a politician. I'm not in that role.
Didn't really know exactly. Did you get any of her blood on you? Yes. And how did you clean that out? I didn't even clean it because we were in such a rush. So you had blood on your body when you had sex with Gypsy? No, I didn't. I actually remember what I wear. Okay, what did you wear? I wear a it was like
weird.
I think I'm not sure that's the correct term, but I think it's called a spin jacket on the side. It was black. Okay. And I also had a black shirt on as well as black pants. Okay. What did your black shirt have anything on it? Yeah. Or just plain black? It had clowns on it. Oh, okay. Was it like a band or a? No, it pretty much looked like crazy clowns, pretty much. Okay. And then you had black pants on? Yep. And what kind of shoes did you have? Like.
Okay, so he was offered life in prison.
Yeah.
I guess with the possibility of parole, but he wanted a deal much closer to what Gypsy got.
Oh, and they weren't going there.
So you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. No, the whole point was to get him.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you go to the room.
That was it. They just wanted him.
Okay, and then what do you do? And then other relaxing.
See, I mean, that's the deal we're taking.
And then while we're cuddling, we were talking, but I honestly can't
But
remember
her.
the conversation. Okay. Did you guys talk about your future? What was your plans for your future? We wanted a family together, and we wanted.
They went back to talking about ejaculation again, didn't they? Or did we just go on about it forever?
Is that all we're here for?
I don't know.
I think she gets. I don't know.
I don't know. We might have just gone berserk with the whole ejaculation troll because she continued to go on about it for ages.
How did this guy avoid getting labeled the Pornhub killer?
Look, he may have. Like, you never know. Back then, though, Lauren Bad Crim, hang on, I might just pause it for a second because we're going to probably end the stream shortly. David has to go do something anyway. So anyway, okay. So basically, what's interesting is that we went back and had a look for this trial. It was only, 8 years ago? 8 years ago. And I'll show you the original, or Bill, do you have it? The original Law and Crime logo. It's teensy. It's like just this little weenie logo. It's funny because, like, you know how they just started trolling us? Like, they put the logo got bigger and bigger and bigger, and they started moving it all over the place. Like, and they actually were less like obtrusive into everything than they are now. So like they might have actually just called it Missouri versus Nick Godejohn rather than have like clickbait kind of titles like Pornhub or whatever it is, or Predator murder trial, Predator versus Mother, or exactly. I'm just have a look because you know what they're like they just come up with these ridiculous clickbait kind of titles, and they're very much all about just selling these sorts of things. Have you got
the original clickbaiters were criminal prosecutors? They're geniuses.
Oh, there we go.
These little phrases, catchphrases they come up with.
Let me show you. Look at this. So look at the logo.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's nuts.
All right.
Can you take the? Yeah, there you go. Look
That's
at
like one. Yeah, that's like one that you add on, like within the video broadcasting system.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's like, wow, that would have been so easy. You wouldn't even bother to cover that up. Whereas, like just recently, the most recent change they made to it, it's not only like 20% bigger, it's also moved a bit to the left.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, how can we make it as difficult as possible for people to, exactly. So, anyway, we might end the stream for today. Thank you so much to Bronca and to David, making more simple, David, for coming on. And let's just go into this format here. We are going to be doing this again tomorrow, same time, same channel. So 6 p.m. Eastern, we'll have the next installment of the Gypsy Rose Blanchard murder trial and Saga 2024 review. It's actually Nick's murder trial, or Dee Dee's murder trial, but it's the murder trial and Saga 2024 review because of the fact that she is trending big time right now, considering she is the one out and giving out giant boasts about her boyfriend Dee, and he looks like Dee as well. He looks like the mother. If you haven't seen, there are many things getting about showing that he looks just like the mum. Hilarious.
Andrew, I'll send you a link to the Discord if you want to. It's a free account.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, join our Discord.
Well, because we were talking about watching the HBO thing. I was thinking about maybe Sunday or something. At some point this weekend, we'll watch that HBO documentary.
Yeah,
I think it's only like an hour.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you should join, and we should do the watch party together. So anyone who's not on David's Discord, you need to be. So David is the owner of the Discord that, if you are a member of David's channel, which is Making Law Simple, then you can enter that Discord, and you also get to be a member of his channel. And he helps all of us that are smaller creators become bigger creators.
I'm not that big.
And he,
Andrew's way bigger than me.
That's what.
Oh, he is. But we're all great friends.
Well, I mean,
and
yeah,
also,
that's just genetics.
oh, burn. But more importantly than having a measuring contest, more important than that, it's really nice the way that the lawyers come around and help us law commentators or trial commentators, especially because their great knowledge helps us to make sure that we are providing accurate information for our viewers. Plus, they're lots of fun too. So for live alerts to EU, Dali Talk, and all friends of MLS, become a member of the Making Law Simple network and access to Discord. It has cookies and nudes as well. And of course, Lefty shows up at the end. Yes. Check out my socials and
Just
things,
like
and make sure you become a member as well. We have lots of great stuff happening for members behind the scenes. Everybody, lots of perks and good things. Now, tomorrow, we have another episode of this. Make sure that you are up to date with that. And we also have Hearsay for Days on the weekend. That is 3 p.m. Sunday. There we go. And we're going to be covering Gypsy Rose, of course. Also, we have Becky Boo, Turtle Boy, Coburger, Coffin Dufter, and more, because there's heaps of things going on with that. Almost got in a fight with Miss Coffin Dufter earlier. And Saturday after Jensen, we have Becky Mails. So that is the Becky Mails, and we have lots of cool guests for that, including you, Miss Liz, the paralegal. Can't wait to see you there. Oh, that didn't work. I hate it when that happens. I wanted to say after Jensen, but I could not post after Jensen. There we go. And on the 16th, we have Becky in the box. Becky in the witness box, everybody. This is how being really organized works.
Testifying on the 16th?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and she can't plead the fifth. I don't know why.
Who's doing
I don't know why
cross?
she can't plead. I can't
Oh, damn. Maybe I need to take the 16th off.
You do need to take the 16th off. I said you need to take the 16th off.
Well,
And
you said
I
six-
hope
Okay, we'll talk.
Mr. Branca and
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Mr. Helm, I do hope that you will pop in at some point throughout the day and watch the pre-conference of the evidentiary hearing on the 16th. Pretty please.
I will
know you're
say
working.
I never know when I have windows of opportunity that are open, but if you send me a link and I have availability, I'm happy to jump
Absolutely.
in. But I can't, my schedule's not so well controlled.
I get it.
I understand.
So far,
Totally
the
get
16th
it.
sounds good for me.
Yes. Yes.
That's
awesome.
gonna be
Lovely.
It's gonna be amazing.
It'll be amazing. Okay, fantastic. So we are going to be rating Recovery Addicts chat. Please go over there and say Excited Utterance and Dali Raid, or just Excited Utterance, or just you. It doesn't really matter. But say hi to Recovery Addicts because I haven't seen him in a long time. Been quite a while since I've said hello to him. Let's go, people. Thank you to all the guests. Thank you, Vilhammer and Dali. Thank you, Moz. Thank you, chat. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream.
See you guys.
Do you want to end the stream, do you?
Yeah, can I end the
Of course you
stream?
do. No.
Yay! I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Aw.